Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Brian,
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Ty.
and welcome to the Filler Trash Podcast, where a group of nerds try to have semi-coherent conversations about anime and manga.
Nerds, maybe. Degenerates, for fucking sure. We usually discuss current stuff from a list of titles, so do be mindful of spoilers.
We try to remember to call them out when they come up, but you can find a list of what is in the episode in the description down below.
And with that, let's jump into it.
Happy New Year's Eve, dickheads. It's a special episode. I can't wait to get into this because we're going to be talking about all the bullshit that we fucking have been through this year. We started.
We did. We started.
It was me. It was just me and Brian. It was our idea, and then we had no followers, and we done 8 episodes, and we didn't give a shit because
we didn't
upload
at all.
Didn't upload at all. We didn't know anything about that until one day a beautiful, beautiful man by the name of Ty Elrod came into my life and decided to join us.
Truly, he's the reason.
Truly, the reason why that we have 5 followers.
Yeah, because let's be real here. Jordan and I aren't bringing any of you in. You
no,
are here for Ty, and I respect that.
I have no expectations of myself, so I'm just like,
we are actively preventing ourselves from getting more followers.
Yeah.
If it was just Ty, he'd have 1 million followers at this point.
Probably, yeah.
But
We'd have a panel at Gen Con. And shit.
just as he rises into the sky to be the moon every night, he takes care of the homies and watches after us.
Ty's become the moon. He fought and killed Dracula.
He did. He killed
death.
I saw that happen. Honestly,
Yeah.
I watched him. He took a wooden stake and he said, "Hey Dracula, you a bitch," and then he slammed the stake into Dracula's heart. And he was like, and died.
Ty Elrod Belmont.
I love it. Ty Belmont.
Ty Belmont.
Elrod is just his cover name.
Yeah,
Belmont
his
is
government
true,
name. He had to fucking payment on his taxes and shit. He put on his taxes.
Pretty soon he's gonna find the Morning Star and he's just gonna start doing some. He's not even gonna kill demons.
He'll become the Morning Star.
He's gonna be like the kid. You remember when you were a kid in 4th grade and
Yeah.
and people came and did the yo-yo tricks for you and they trying to sell you yo-yos. That's gonna be Ty, but with the Morning Star. He's just gonna do a fucking bunch of cool ass fucking tricks, just show off what he can do. He's gonna be like, yeah, so I kill vampires and shit. And that's going to be the end of the presentation. And there's not going to be any products to actually sell. People are just going to be enamored with his Morningstar tricks.
Ty can't be killed by normal human weaponry.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I could pull a gun out right now and shoot Ty, and he would laugh in my face.
Yeah, it'd be over with.
He'd be like, your mortal weapon.
Domain expansion, time dilation, and fucking
domain expansion, man in the moon.
Yeah. That's fucking great. All right, enough bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all.
That was drunk, by the way.
We've been drinking. If you haven't noticed, there's a fucking pile of things here.
There's definitely some alcohol involved.
Yeah.
Ty's drinking his own piss.
Ty's
drinking his own piss
right there.
Yeah. That's urine.
He's eco-friendly. He just
very eco-friendly.
He drinks it, distills it down inside of his body, and then urinates it out, and then drinks it again.
It's helium because he's from the moon.
Becomes more
becomes the moon.
He removes all of the unnecessary things, and now it's pure alcohol or pure alcoholic piss. But that's besides the point. Who cares about that?
That's angel hair piss.
Angel hair piss.
So weird. Anyway, what this episode's actually about.
Oh,
here comes time to save the day.
Bashful. It's all good. Hey,
no,
he's
saving the day.
Just like the moon, dude. Yeah, just like
the moon watches over us every night. Ty watches over
right.
this podcast and makes sure that we stay on track.
Yeah,
and is a beautiful human for doing so.
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna steal it from you. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
So I'm gonna steal it from you. So honestly, I feel like we could talk about the best right now, but I feel like we'll just that'll be a breeze. I think that we should go ahead and talk about the worst things of anime and manga right off rip.
All right,
I feel like that's fun as fuck. Because number one, I love talking shit about manga.
And we're talking about 2022.
2022, of course.
2022.
As has become
just
our
this year.
catchphrase.
And it's only the things that that we've read. Obviously, we're not gonna cover everything.
Right.
I can cover everything.
You probably could, honestly.
Everything.
You have a fucking crazy fucking.
I am the god of.
You have the brain food.
I did. I am Vegapunk.
Okay.
I ate the brain fruit, and I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna separate out my body into multiple fucking clones that have different personality aspects.
Speaking of which, my favorite thing about that new chapter was absolutely the fucking I guess the young like bad boy scientist.
Yeah, the cover
the
story.
very cover story.
So-
with Queen, fucking Caesar, and
The big
Judge?
the big running theory right now is that the girl in the cover story
that's
is
Stussy. That's Stussy. That's Stussy.
That's Stussy.
Stussy.
Stussy is sussy.
Yeah,
she's a
she's
sussy baka.
She's fucking hilarious. Why would you be named Stussy? You're too drunk.
She's
Anyways,
fucking sussy, bro. That's why
Anyways,
she-
back to the topic of this whole fucking episode again.
yeah. So all right. So what was? I'll ask you guys this. What was the girls like? I can't fucking stand this like chapter or like manga or anime. What was that thing that you fucking really just disliked? It's like you fucking want to like fight the author.
I got 2 for you. Okay.
Okay. Before you get into that, because you go long, go top.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
Also, mine might be on your list as well. 'Cause the one that really got me, that just is inseared into my brain, Stars and Stripes.
Let's
go!
100% one gonna
Fuck,
be
listen.
one of mine.
Yeah,
Stars and
Stars and
Stripes.
Stripes. Stars and
100%.
Stripes. I can't fucking stand that whole situation, the whole build up, and then what it pandered out into. Everything about it was fucking garbage.
It's just bad writing.
It was
like,
nerfing like a good character.
well,
I know he was so strong, but still, I like the
with-
threat.
The problem with that I have is not that like that he nerfed him, because he needed to nerf him. My problem is that he wrote a character like
Specifically,
a villain that was so overpowered. He's the fucking author. Like he has complete control over this universe,
yeah.
and he wrote himself into a corner. And instead of just like figuring out a fun and interesting way to write himself out of the
Yeah.
corner, he just slaps on like Stars and Stripes. She's got a busted ass quirk. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but like she's gonna go inside of All for One and she's gonna destroy all the other quirks. Like
Like,
it
how
doesn't.
are you?
Nothing about that makes sense. Like it's garbage.
Yeah, it destroyed quirks, and then like he magically like there was a character out of nowhere, and he just like ran towards him and then gave him the quirk.
Because I honestly like the thing that makes me so upset about it is that I like Star and Stripe as a
I do
character.
too.
Like I think she's cool. I love the like that she's an All Might fanboy. Like we already knew from the movies that All Might had spent time in the U.S. like training and stuff. Like it makes total sense to me that there would be an All Might fangirl that would like want to become a hero
That's
like
the-
him. Like
Listen,
Yeah.
and her quirk is fucking cool. Like her
Yeah.
quirk is interesting and dynamic and it's fucking
But it doesn't
fun.
make sense in the world of My Hero.
That's very true. Like it
It's
feels
a Jujutsu Kaisen quirk.
it
Is
feels,
what it is.
It feels so out of place with how it operates. Like being able to rewrite the rules of the fucking world. Like it's too much.
That's so
And it
fucking
and
broken.
with it being out of nowhere, and then like her ultimate the ultimate reason she was introduced was just to nerf Shigaraki. Like
I'll be honest with
it's
you.
just disappointing.
I'll be honest with you. If I had that quirk, you better fucking believe I'd be king of fucking America.
Absolutely.
I'd be king of America.
100%.
There'd
That's
be
a fucking
no
insane quirk.
like. How do you have that
Like,
much power? And
there's
you're
no
just
one-
like it doesn't go to your fucking head that like, oh,
Like-
I can just write anything I want.
Even looking at like busted quirks like One for All and All for One, like
Yeah.
they're busted because of the intelligence of the characters that wield them. Like
Yeah.
All for One as a quirk is interesting and dynamic and it's fun, but like it only works really well because All for One's a fucking psychopath and is
Yeah.
willing to steal quirks from everybody. Like that's why
Yeah.
that's why that quirk is busted. Otherwise, like All for One is not that
Real
great
quick,
of a quirk.
Think
like on
about
its
having
own.
think about having all for one. Okay, like he even said it like when he steals people's quirks, he can still hear their voice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
That's
monster.
haunting.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's exactly
Yeah.
like that. There should be there's no downside to her quirk.
Yeah.
Like she just gets to rewrite like what is it? 2 rules that she gets to
Yeah,
rewrite
she
at
gets
once.
to write
like,
2 rules at once.
insane. Like she makes a giant version of herself, compresses air into a fucking like laser spear, and chucks it at him. He's just like, that
Yeah.
tickles.
Yeah, check this out. I fucking dig deep.
Trash.
into
Also,
fucking-
can you
yeah.
tell me how the fuck, like, she's #1 in America, right?
Yes,
So people know about her, even though we hadn't fucking heard of her until then.
absolutely.
People know about her. How the fuck does All for One not steal her quirk?
Absolutely. That is
How does he
something-
not go to America and steal her quirk the moment he hears
How
about
does
it?
he not have a contingency plan in place to deal with her at the very least? Like,
Yeah.
So glad you
he's
said
got to
it,
be
they're just
aware of the fact that she is has this monstrous, disgustingly overpowered quirk. Like All for One is presented as this like mad genius that is
Yeah.
ready to. He has all these contingency plans in place. Like
Wait, huh?
he's constantly mapping things out. Like he knows what's gonna happen. why the fuck did he not have a plan in place for Star and Stripes? Like,
Real quick, before did he? I thought he said he wanted to. But
Wanted to what?
He wanted to steal her quirk. Did he not say that? I thought
maybe
he said
he
that.
did. He
I
might
thought he
have.
said that.
That could have
Listen,
happened.
guys.
But the way it was written, it doesn't make any fucking
It
sense.
doesn't make sense. Like
Before
even,
you get into the deeper, I just want to say this real quick before you get deeper. So deeper. Anyways, fucking, I want to say we will probably get shit wrong. Okay, just letting you know.
Oh,
right now.
absolutely.
We will probably
Oh,
fucking forget things
absolutely.
because we are literally this garbage here. I don't know. I have no idea what it is.
More than half the bottle's
Hey,
gone.
number one, I blame Brian because he said, "Hey, we used to
100%.
fucked up on this shit, man." And
And
then fucking,
what are we right now, Jordan? Are we not fucked up on this shit?
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating too, bro. I'm there with you.
I'm literally like, I feel like I'm late on a
It
payment.
is
I feel like
a
I'm late on a
lot.
payment.
yeah.
Oh well, it's our fucking producer's fault. I'm sweating
okay.
bullets.
So, but,
Yeah.
but okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so
good.
the other half.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you telling us that.
Yeah.
So the other half of my disappointment with Star and Stripes,
Yes.
because this honestly, like, I feel like if this had happened, it would have let me forgive Star and Stripes being what she is. Why the fuck is she the only hero from a different
nation that's
that is
involved?
responding
Yeah.
to this literal global crisis?
Because that's the thing
Like,
too. Like
it doesn't
fucking-
make any sense. We have
Yeah.
poor Koshi gave us
Yes.
all these cool heroes. He's like, hey, this is the number one hero in Egypt. This is the number one hero in fucking Scandinavia. This is the number one hero here. Like, gives us these characters, and then it's just like, but I'm not gonna do anything.
So hey,
with
so
them.
so I got. Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on that.
Absolutely.
Number one, he fucking literally showed silhouettes. Okay,
Yeah.
he showed
Yeah.
silhouettes, and I was like, "Oh shit, we're about to
Shit's about to
see.
go
We're about to
down.
see every single fucking one of these motherfuckers come in and like try to fight this motherfucker." I was like, "Okay, this could be fucking lit. Like, dude, we could fucking literally see everybody." But like, then everyone like backpedals, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we need you here because everyone." Are they the only fucking heroes that can kick ass?
bro, like
There's
that's,
only a
that's
number
my thing,
one in
like,
other countries. There's
Well,
only a
because-
number
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah.
I'm
Because
saying,
what
like-
I imagine how this arc
Yeah.
should have gone, like in my head, like I said this would have balanced out, and I would have been fine with Star and Stripes being just like a nerfing tool. Like I would have forgiven it. I'm like, you know what, like I don't particularly like it, but I can look past it because like it's setting up other things. What I imagined was that like similar to what happened where they separated out the villains for these good one-on-one fights.
Yeah.
I imagined world heroes coming in and backing up Class 1A and it being like a tag team fight against these major big villains.
Yeah.
Because he's built up these villains so hard, like that, and he should. Like that's how this kind of manga should run like this. Like
Yeah.
it should be like you're building up these big bads that have these crazy ass quirks because like it doesn't make sense for them
Yeah.
to be big bads if they don't have crazy ass quirks, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
because otherwise they would have been captured by the heroes long ago. They need to have like crazy ass quirks.
Listen, I mean,
Totally
as
fine with
long-
that. But like if you're gonna give your villains crazy ass quirks that are like going off the rails, also back it up by saying, hey, my especially because he's kept them as first years. Like that's a whole different topic. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like these are first year students. They have some pretty crazy quirks they've been learning. Give them the backup of a pro hero from
Yes.
another nation and make it a sick ass fucking like 2-on-1 fight to justify how powerful the villains
You know
are,
what?
but also make it realistic that the heroes end up winning in the end. That's what I wanted to see from
Yeah.
this so badly.
Especially
And
when he had a movie where they went international.
absolutely,
There's
Yeah.
even a segue into that.
absolutely.
Like, segue into that shit.
Because and it's not like the movies aren't canon because he segued into the movies before. Like Deku has the fucking cool ass tool
Yeah,
that
all the movies are
from
the
canon.
first
He
movie-
said
Not to
they
mention
were.
that. Also, there is how was where we met fucking who? Fucking First Strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first, like,
Yeah.
number one, I'm gonna say this right now. The first movie was the best movie.
Oh, it's
It
Fuck
was-
you if you think I'm sorry.
it's
It was a
really
good
good.
movie.
It's
It-
a
the first
really
one
good
was
movie.
It's so
The
good.
first
It's
one
a
was really
really
good.
fucking
It's
solid
really
anime
good.
movie.
Like, I really wanted her to be a predominant like character in the
And
thing.
that's
That would've
something that
been
I want to
nice.
say to the audience here is that like we're so critical and so hard on My Hero Academia
because
we love it.
Like,
We
we
wanted,
loved
we
up
wanted it to
until-
be so much better than
Like,
it is.
listen,
Yeah, well,
up until-
we've been reading
Yeah.
this for forever. We have been so hype about
Yeah.
everything that's happened, and then Horikoshi just like
through.
just fucking
He's
yeah,
throwing.
he threw.
he threw.
He's just like he's like you know what, like I'm tired of being a good writer. I just feel like fucking shitting the bed over and over again.
He's like, yeah, I'll just eat my own fucking tail, and it's ridiculous because like literally, when after the war arc happened, and you had like that Batman level Deku happen,
that was so
dude,
sick. We needed more of that.
that gave me code chills to this day. Even right now, I get fucking code chills thinking about it because Lady Nagant, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why was that not like?
I know a lot of the fan base complains
Dude.
about the Lady Nagant fight, but I really like
Hey,
it.
hey,
I like that it was a show.
Hey,
I like that it was a way to show off where Deku's at, like, and that's
Yeah.
part of the problem too, is that Deku just like gets all these extra quirks. Like we see
Yeah.
Black Whip go wild. Like that's the first extra quirk that he developed. Like we see Black Whip go wild. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It doesn't make any fucking sense. We don't know what's going on. And then we get this cool explanation of it's like, hey, this is actually the 5th user of One for
Yeah.
All. He's got this cool ass quirk called Black Whip. Guess what? One for All has been fucking. Not only does it compile and fucking increase the power of the base quirk, but it also increases the power of every other quirk, and those quirks are passed down. Fucking stellar.
Great.
That's
Dude.
pretty good.
Hey, listen.
Stellar idea. And then
Everything
all of a
was fan-
sudden we get fucking Vigilante Deku, and he's got all of the fucking quirks unlocked.
Okay.
No work for it.
Yes.
Yep.
Nothing to show us like how he learned these quirks. Like
Because he was a vigilante
doesn't make
for
any
what,
fucking
like
sense.
4 months?
Yeah, like it wasn't even that big of a time skip.
Yeah.
Because if he had
No.
made the time skip bigger, then I would have forgiven it more.
If it had
I'd
been like 2 years,
yeah, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like
would have been
he's
great.
He's a fucking 3rd year now. Like, of course he's developed all of the other quirks that are available in One for All.
Like
Of
if they had
course he's
pulled like
fucking-
as like what's the fucking word? As fucking hot topic issue as Harry Potter is sometimes. Because J.K. Rowling is. I'll get to why this is relevant.
Okay.
J.K. Rowling's
Because
fucking-
J.K. Rowling is a fucking trash human
Yes.
being. Even though I love the stories growing up
Oh,
and everything like that.
absolutely.
And long story short, like the 7th year, Harry's like not in school.
Yeah.
He's a 7th year, but he's not in fucking school. Do that to Deku. He becomes a
Yes.
3rd year. He's just not in school because he's a fucking vigilante.
Dude,
Yes.
imagine-
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because you know what?
Imagine-
Like, as much as people shit on J.K. Rowling, like, and I wholeheartedly agree that
I
she's
agree.
a bad
Yeah,
person.
she's a bad.
She is
Yeah.
a absolutely
I have no idea.
stellar
I don't keep up.
fictional writer. Like Harry Potter's universe, like, and I say this because
The
my
universe is good.
my sister and dad are like obsessed with Harry Potter.
Of
like
course they are.
love Harry Potter.
Hey, listen,
which
number
is
one-
great. Like Harry Potter is really great. Like,
Fuck Harry Potter.
but like that's something that I like talked
Am I
about
right, Hugh?
with like
Hugh
because
said
J.K.
yes.
Rowling,
Yes,
like J.K. Rowling's like a bad person, but she is, and it's kind of the like, yeah, no, and that's what I'm
Dog,
saying,
I
like,
swear to God.
J.K. Rowling is a bad.
What am I surrounded by, dog? I
J.K.
swear
Rowling,
to God.
J.K. Rowling is a bad person, but my God, is she
I have
one
no
of the most
idea, because
prolific
you know why?
fictional
Your
writers
boy
that
doesn't
that
give
has
a
ever graced this earth.
She did really
Fuck!
well.
Harry
Now,
Potter is terrific.
Harry himself, kind of a garbage character, but the world
I don't
and the
think
people
Harry's a
in
garbage
it.
character. Like I think like the way she sets things up, like the way she foreshadows things, like it was very clear to me that Harry Potter was like a plot that was well thought out from the beginning.
The
Like-
plot is pretty good. It's pretty thought out.
like
I mean, Harry himself, the
the
only
boy who lived,
the
come
only-
to die.
the
Boy
only
who
thing-
lives.
the only thing he has
That's my
going for
favorite
him.
line in
the
Harry
only
Potter.
thing-
I love it, just mainly because I love when like, and it's only this is only for the movies because like obviously the books you're just interpreting it, but like
Yeah.
my favorite thing in fucking Harry Potter is is right after that when Voldemort goes Avada Kedavra, just fucking he's so exaggerated about it. It's the funniest thing in the world
It's a
to me.
super meme.
It's just so good.
I hate you
fucking
so.
funny.
I hate you so much.
It's so fucking funny. Avada Kedavra.
I hate you so much,
He's
dude.
so
Oh my
intense
God, I
about
hate
it.
you, dude.
It's so fucking funny.
Anyway, Harry as a character is kind of garbage because he's only lucky. He's not good at
He
anything.
absolutely is like Expelliarmus is like his,
His
only
only
spell.
spell.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. I'm about to fight. I'm about to fight, dude.
Anyway,
Deadass.
circling around, it would have been better if Deku's vigilante bullshit was longer. But yeah, and
I'm
the thing
so
too,
hot. I'm so hot.
the thing too,
So hot, dude.
the boy who lived come to die.
Avada Kedavra. It's so fucking funny.
How did we get here? Why did you say anything? Why did you say anything? Oh my god.
I didn't know it
Why
would become
did you
this.
do this?
I
Why'd
didn't
you
know.
We're an anime podcast.
I
We're
didn't know.
We're in our
So
30s.
fucking
Maybe not
funny.
you, but we're in our 30s. I hate you so much. I hate you so so
Anyway.
hot. I'm literally about to fucking start. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, please,
Anyway.
please turn the heat down.
Anyway.
Oh,
Anyway.
Leave the door open. Leave the door
Anyway.
open.
Calm yourself. Calm
Oh
yourself.
my God,
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Jordan's reaction just really set me off.
Anyway. Yeah. So it just doesn't make sense that All for
Oh,
One
fuck.
has no contingency for Stars and Stripes when, yes, he wants to ruin Japan, but his whole goal is world domination.
Yes, it is.
So, like,
Absolutely
how the
is.
fuck does he not have a contingency for the number ones of other places, especially when it's broken as her?
Look, he had a contingency plan. His wand just broke, okay? He was ready to just go, Avada Kedavra, and just fucking kill her.
I will pay anybody. No, I'm not gonna say what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's actually
fuck.
kick us off YouTube. Never mind.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not
That,
gonna do it.
All right.
it's
I think we've circled Stars and Stripes'
Oh, fuck.
nonsense for
Okay.
a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Go
So,
to
so
your.
My
now
second-
I actually have. I have one. I
well, my
actually do
second
have one.
disappointment. I was gonna. You go ahead though.
No,
I'm
you
Yeah,
go.
okay,
long-winded.
Okay, so here's my, and it does suck because it is my hero. It's very unfortunate that my second one, it is in fact the anime. That I feel like the anime just does not capture key moments like it should. Okay. Yeah, that really fucking killed me. I'm gonna go on record right now. I'm never doing this podcast again sober. No.
Oh,
So here's the
fuck.
thing. I don't know if you guys watch. I watched a couple. Okay.
I've watched a few of the seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
I've
I'm
watched-
seeing like the current.
Oh, the
Oh,
current
I haven't
one.
watched the current.
So
I
I
haven't
watched
watched
some of the current, and so the number one problem that it really just eats itself alive is that every time they have like a filler episode, and maybe Hugh can back me up. Hugh, have you watched?
Yeah, he watched the whole season. He told us.
He binged
No.
it, yeah.
I'm saying the new season.
Yeah, he binged it. He
so
told
you
us.
already okay. So you already caught up. So like, there's one thing that really there's one thing that really irritates me about the My Hero anime is that they always go over the quirks.
What is that? What?
So if they always have like a showcase of everyone like they'll say like okay, Deku all for one fucking like
Yeah, they do
Oh,
like
like,
little,
oh,
little
they
cards,
do- they
right?
do.
Like,
no
No, they say it.
no they say it
Yeah.
it's like almost like a filler episode.
And it
Okay,
repeats.
that's
it like
bullshit.
keeps repeating too.
I
Like
get,
they've
okay,
gone over them
I
before.
understand what you're saying.
Like
yeah,
it repeats like all the time. Like it's like
that makes total
stop fucking doing that. Okay.
Totally fair.
Also like I feel like the time that he hit float, it just was not there. Like I was like the time I really because like the time that like everyone realized he had like a second quirk. You know what I'm saying? He had Black Whip. I was like,
Black
okay.
Whip is crazy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, like that's crazy. He has super strength and a thing. I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. And then like you see him like at the fight as soon as Shigaraki hit his hand on the fucking ground. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that moment where like it was like Deku third quirk float or some shit like that. It said
Yeah.
like all this shit like that, and it was like it just wasn't like it didn't hit.
It didn't feel impactful.
Yeah.
It didn't feel very impactful.
Absolutely. I
And
feel
that's the
you
thing.
really
Like
hard
it's
there.
like go ahead.
You, as someone who experienced it only through the anime, how did you feel during those moments?
Yeah.
Yeah, lighting Shigaraki up was real good.
And he comes out, his face is all
Endeavor's
fucked
the
up.
best fucking character in My Hero.
And
I don't care what anyone
let me tell you,
says.
I'm gonna go on record right now. And yes,
Yeah, yeah, the Dobby plot twist. Yeah.
that's dope. In case you guys didn't hear it, our producer.
No, that's like I want to talk about that because like that's like
Yeah.
a highlight of maybe
Let's
maybe not
let's
the
get back to
year.
that real quick.
Yeah.
Get back
Hold
to that
off
real
on
quick.
it, right?
Let me say just saying this real quick.
Yeah.
It's like so. It not being that's my only really gripe with the entire like anime. It just does not
Doesn't
hit.
right.
It doesn't.
No, get me
it
right. No, get me
doesn't-
wrong. Like the very first time that like the very first clip I've ever seen of My Hero was All Might versus the Nobu.
Yeah.
And I Chris Sabbath, you're a god. If I don't, you'll never hear me. You'll never hear this podcast. But like, dude, when I heard him like start talking, and like that fucking music, you say run,
Yeah,
that's on.
It's so good.
I was immediately hooked, and that's what made me fall in love with fucking My Hero.
Hell
Those,
yeah.
it has really nice moments where it just
Yes,
fucking
it
hits.
fucking goes off.
It goes
Horikoshi's
off.
got great.
No.
like, great
It's not even
things.
Horikoshi. It's just the anime studio.
I'm sure the MSU's like
Yeah.
they're working out the source material.
But like the first
they're-
time,
No, yeah, I get that. And I'm saying just like
they're
when you
making it.
Okay,
what
so
it needs
let
to
me
be.
compare something real quick. Okay, so
Yeah,
the time that we saw All Might, not All Might, but when everyone's fighting Shigaraki in the war arc,
Mhm.
and you see a boy gets quirk back,
absolutely.
it was still very good. That was very good.
yeah,
Like, dude, when he fucking was like, I
Yeah,
have to
the
save
melee
someone.
coming
I
in.
have to save someone. He's like, I have to save them all, and he's like trying to he's trying to get up, and like
Yeah.
you just see, pal, what? And fucking dude, I was at work reading that. I screamed.
Yeah,
I was like, yes,
absolutely.
yeah! I was fucking losing my mind. I lost my mind. Like I was like reading it, but like, yeah. I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if can I hear you.
I want to hear from you.
Get on the mic, dude. Get on the fucking mic, dog.
it's fine. I'm gonna
Come over
repeat
here,
what you say anyway. Yes,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
the A list and the B list are
Yes,
very.
A-list and B-list characters. Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
100%.
before you get in, come up sit right next to me. Come up sit right next to me and get on my mic.
Come on,
Get on my
you.
mic.
Yeah, you're part of this. You're part of this podcast now.
You're part of the discussion now. Oh shit!
So it's very clear and obvious who is A-list and who is B-list, and I don't like that.
That's fair.
You have your faction that went to the hospital, and then you have your faction that like went to like their meetup or the
Yeah.
temple, wherever the fuck they were at.
Yes.
And it's very clear that they sent everyone they don't give a fuck about. And I'm not talking about the people in the show. I'm talking about the writers of
Yeah.
the manga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the characters you may be talking about is Red Riot. You have Red Riot. You have
Electric
Well,
Boy.
it's 100%
Yeah.
certain because that's what Horikoshi did. Like Horikoshi, like he set himself up for failure because he widened his net too much, right? Like he
Yeah.
made
Yes.
like class 1A. Like in theory, it's like, oh cool, like this is a whole class of characters. They all have interesting quirks. Like, and then he's like. It's Shonen Jump, like really. Like I can't even blame it all on
I
Horikoshi.
think
Like
if-
this is just Shonen Jump in general. Like he had to narrow his focus down. Like right, like he had to fucking pick characters that were gonna be the big ones. So he picks like Yayorozu, and let's be real, he picked her because of titties. Like let's
Titties.
fucking be real here. Like
I have a
she
rebuttal.
got-
I have a legit rebuttal.
she got a good quirk. She got a good quirk and a lot of shine time because she's
Yeah.
got fucking big titties. Like let's be
Yeah,
real here.
so I have a rebuttal.
like-
okay, so to Q's point, they literally put too much into these characters,
Yeah, absolutely.
like the side characters.
He could have.
He literally tried to do some Ichiro Oda shit.
Yes.
It's like, hey, here's a whole classroom. I'm gonna write a whole fucking story.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, the thing is, we don't really know a whole lot about these fucking side characters.
Absolutely not.
Yayorozu is rich.
And she got big titties. That's all that matters to them.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, the waifu tag.
yes, absolutely. Like that's what she's there for.
We
And-
need
and it
waifu shit.
sucks 'cause
She's
her
fucking
her
15.
quirk, like,
Relax.
and it makes me mad because her quirk and her like characterization is fucking interesting. Like she's like a genius. Like if she was a male character, like she would be a fucking superstar. Like she would be a fucking
1000%.
like she
Yeah.
would be her own main character in a manga. Like that's how
Yeah.
fucking busted her quirk is.
Let's go.
The only thing they gave her was a moment with Midnight where
Yeah.
Midnight's
Yes.
like, I can't fucking do this anymore. You have to take this over. And,
Absolutely.
Like that was all we got.
Yeah.
And we
And
got no
it-
payoff.
And it's
because,
insane because she's like a fucking genius. Like
Yeah, she's not even the one that got the fucking supplement in the big boy's
Yeah.
mouth.
Yes.
It's fucking Red Riot climbing up fucking Tall Boy's ass. Like,
Absolutely, 100%. Like what you're calling out right now
She-
is
hey,
100%
Yayorozu.
valid.
Yayorozu can literally make fucking World War II canon.
Absolutely,
And she
she's
can fucking
crazy.
could have shot the fucking thing into the fucking dude,
Yeah.
but she didn't give it to her.
It's insane.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have characters like that. Like you have Yayorozu, you have like, and you have fucking like Grapehead Boy, whose name I can't fucking ever be.
Mineta?
Oh, hey,
Mineta.
I'll say it right there. He's a rapist. There you go. Yeah, I hate that motherfucker.
So and
Fuck
like,
him, dog.
and it's ridiculous because like people fucking like him because he's a pervert and whatever else. Like, but he's like. And I would have been fine with it if he gave him some kind of actual character development
Yeah.
to balance out the
I-
the perversion. Like I would have been like, you know, this character's fucking cool. Like because it's like Sanji from One Piece. Like Sanji, like it really turns me off that Sanji's such a big pervert. Like and then there's all these like storylines where his nose is bleeding and all that. Like but you have to be able to balance out that perversion. Like
With a
With-
good story.
with good story and
Dog.
interesting
Hey,
character
like his
development.
character development
Hey,
during
real
the
quick,
wedding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
before we get into it, hey, number one, Sanji's better because number one, he has sacrificed himself how many times for the
Yeah.
crew? Number
That's what I'm
one.
saying. Like his character development
Well,
is
a couple
significantly
times.
better than
A
Mr.
couple
Prince,
times.
Mr. Prince.
Absolutely, Mr.
Mr.
Prince is one of
Prince-
the best moments. Think about
And number-
Skypiea when the lightning bolt comes down. He's like, "Thanks, I needed a fucking light." Like he's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
fried.
Number
He
2.
can't fight, and he's just smoking a
Also,
fucking cigarette.
Mineta is his name. Mineta.
Minetta's a bitch.
Yeah, Mineta's a bitch.
Fuck Minetta.
Mineta has never fought on
He's
the
never
po-
done
the-
anything interesting.
The power level that Queen and King brings.
100%. Minetta doesn't
Think
do
about
anything.
that power level for a second. Like Mineta has never fought a motherfucker at the same power level as King Queen.
All he does is
For
pluck
his
fucking
fucking
balls
crew.
off his head and throw them at people, and they stick to them. What the fuck is that
Also,
quirk?
I would so
What
as much
is
as I
this?
as much as I dislike Mineta, I think I would be more forgiving of his presence in the class if he didn't set up that A was better than B.
100%.
Like if they were just two separate classes and it's not like, hey, it's just your name or when you applied,
100%.
you went into those classes, but
Hey.
he actively set it up that A is better than
Yeah,
B.
like how the
Hey.
fuck is Minetta in
Hey.
this class when
No,
you
no,
got
I
like
know exactly
what's
why.
her face
I
with
know
the big ass hands smacking people red? You got the
That-
mushroom chick who's fucking
The Vine
crazy.
The
She's
Vine
crazy.
girl is
She's
crazy.
broken.
Yeah,
The
The
she's
mushroom girl is
Yeah, yeah.
insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Mushroom. Hey,
Broken.
here's
Broken
why
shit.
he fucking got into it. He's a hedge fund kid.
Well, look at like
Dead ass, dude. He fucking his
Dude,
parents
what
got
if-
money.
What if Medea's
What?
dad is the president? The little guy? Like,
and it makes sense because like
Canon.
because you look
Canon.
at like because
Canon.
you look at someone like Aoyama, right? Like who's got the fucking naval laser quirk.
Yeah.
And like I don't know about you guys, but I saw like him being the traitor coming because it doesn't like his quirk doesn't,
It doesn't make
make sense for his
sense.
body. Like it's clear that his quirk doesn't agree with his body, and we know based on everyone else that everyone else's bodies like adapt to their
The
quirks.
only
like,
other person that hasn't adapted
There
is
you go.
Deku because he
That is
got it.
literally-
from
Absolutely.
somebody.
hey, speaking
And
of
so-
quirks not adapting with your body, who's that guy with the fucking 9mm as a fucking head?
Dog. He's lit.
he is lit.
Hey, number one. Honestly, I think that is actually homage to one of my favorite mangas and show, No Guns to Life.
Yes, great fucking manga.
I love No Guns to Life. It is about a detective who has a 6-shooter for a face, and he's a detective for it's like a cyberpunk level, like yeah, very very, very cyberpunk. He does detective work for extended, meaning that over. That means that like if you did body work to yourself, you can augment yourself so much you become overextended, meaning that you extend it past the term of human. Which is pretty dope. If you guys haven't read it,
No Guns to Life is
read
great.
Read it or watch it. It's really fucking good. Yes, the CGI is a little jank, but the story is there. It's a very strong story. And literally, the main character is a detective who has a fucking 6-shooter for a face.
Okay.
And motherfuckers, if you get shot by that bullet, it's over. Like, cause it's crazy. But that's a whole
Absolutely.
different story.
I feel like
to
we've
itself.
we've hammered in on My Hero a
Yeah.
lot. Like so I'm gonna
Honestly,
away.
and
I'm gonna kind of
Hugh-
segue into it.
Yeah.
Hugh, first of all, thank you because
You know what, dog?
like I
if
really
it wasn't for you,
I really
dude,
like
we
hearing
wouldn't
your
have our
opinion
fucking,
because you're
like-
an anime only. Like so it's really interesting to see how you feel about like how things are transpiring as things are unfolding. Like us knowing like what happens in the manga and knowing that that's more than likely what's gonna happen in the anime. It's really
Yeah.
interesting to see hear your opinion
Sorry.
on it.
My Hero is the only anime I've watched.
I know, dude. Like
so
and it-
literally, like that.
Wow.
is-
you're invested like and it's
Yeah.
truly really interesting to hear your opinion on it because you don't have like even hearing us talk about it like you're getting bits and pieces like you hearing your opinion like okay I've watched this full season now like I have a complete understanding of the story up to this point like hearing your opinions on it like it helps balance me out because I'm like okay yeah like that's something that I didn't really think about like when I originally read it and I was pissed off about it and it's hard because like being a weekly reader of a manga is so vastly different than being someone even that like catches up on the manga or is watching the anime. Like in your case, you binged it, so like being able to get everything in one sitting feels so different than like getting it on a weekly basis. So it's always really really interesting to hear your opinions on things.
I'm a sucker for a good story, and I like where they're at. I like the war arc. I thought it was really well done. Like I said, my only complaint, I think it's such a big complaint that like I wouldn't be able to give it a 7.
Absolutely.
Like it'd be a 7 out of 10 for me. It's just because like they're trying so hard to make this other group of people work that it's just taking away from like everything that he actually
Yeah.
And just just for you specifically, like, 'cause I know you're getting ready to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, like, that's gonna be something you're really gonna enjoy. Is that Gege Okatami, like, has a similarly sized cast as My Hero, but every single one of those characters feels fleshed out and feels like their own individual character, and you get so much more out of them. Like, it's so much better.
One thing to him, it's like, don't really hold on.
That's very true too.
Oh, I'm sure people are gonna die.
No.
Also,
It's not even that. Sorry, it's not really even that. It's just like you might not even see the motherfucker until like 50 years.
Yeah, and so that's one thing. Like, Jordan's absolutely right. Like, Gege, like, the way he writes, like, he's absolutely has no problem with killing off characters. Like, first of all, like, he has no problem with killing characters off. But they all feel like when those characters die, you're not like, man, what the fuck? Like, he killed that character off. That doesn't make sense. But, like, holy shit, like, goddamn, like, that's so good. Like, Gege Okatami is a masterclass in both plot and character development writing.
That
Like,
was so rough.
his writing for characters and his writing for the plot is just insane.
I'm excited.
I know you're gonna get attached to the character that's on the back of your sweatshirt. Like, you're gonna love him.
Hell yeah.
But you're also, I think you're gonna really love,
Not to
like,
mention that
every
he has
character.
one of the best dances.
100%. The outro is fucking stellar. It's like a
Oh,
fashion
listen,
show with all the
listen,
characters.
Like the intro and the outro.
Oh, both
So
fucking
good.
stellar. Like, absolutely.
Y'all are hyping this up a lot.
Masterclass. I can't hype up
Listen,
Jujutsu Kaisen
I'll be
enough.
honest with you, there is one time where I'm just like, damn, I wish this was kind of over, and that's just. And
I've been
didn't really have
reading.
a whole lot of like I think me and you were like the same.
Fair, yeah.
And that, like, there's one part where I'm just like, really
It's too
wrap
much.
it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
other than that, like, really, the next season, you don't really see. The next season,
But Shibuya is one of
the next
the
season's gonna be so
single
fire for you,
greatest
it's
manga
crazy.
arcs ever made.
Yeah.
Like, and
So,
I say that
you
like as someone
have-
who's been reading manga since like 2005. Like, I've
it
read
really,
everything.
It shook me to my fucking core, and I didn't read a whole lot like you did. So I was like, wow, this is like what can.
Jujutsu Kaisen is literally peak battle shonen.
It's really
Like,
about.
And if you like
Like,
battle
like,
shonen,
literally-
yeah, if you like battle shonen, like Jujutsu Kaisen, like, because it occupies this nice niche where it's like it's above things like Dragon Ball Z, where like power doesn't really make sense. Like, things just kind of happen to support the plot. But it's not at the point where it's like Hunter x Hunter, where like every page is a fucking paragraph explaining how people's powers work and like having to give you all of this exposition. Like, you can it's deeper. Like, the power system is fucking stellar. It makes sense.
Yes.
It's really interesting and dynamic, and like things are like okay, hey, this character could beat this character, but like they fought this character in the story, and like this character just happened to have a hard counter to them. Like, things make sense, and it's really fucking fun. And like, you get to the end of it, you're just like, for me at least, like, I'm just satisfied reading. Like, I just feel good reading Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, everything makes sense. Everything feels good. Everything feels like this is how a story should unfold. And
We're gonna chalk that one to best of 2022.
Absolutely.
Jujutsu Kaisen in
real
general.
Quick, yeah, before you get anywhere else, Jujutsu Kaisen literally holds a
Stellar.
special heart for my.
Yep.
I don't
A special
care.
heart for your place.
I don't care how
That's where
I
it
don't
is.
care how
Special
it
heart
is.
for your place.
I play a heart for my place. Yes.
Special heart in your place.
Yeah,
You're fucking
in your
so
place.
And I'm very excited. Hey, like, legit, I'm very excited for you to get to Shibuya, because there's an arc before that.
Oh, that arc is incredible.
It's absolutely crazy.
And that'll be the start of
And
season
it
2.
has one of my favorite characters. I think me and you have a special connection to this character.
Is it? Yes.
I love it.
Yes. I can't even hype Toji up
Yes.
enough for you.
I wish he was.
Toji
Hey,
is and it like, because Toji, like, the
Before
reason
you
why
get into that, I just want to say one thing. I wish he was mine.
Toji is a character, like, so, like, when you understand, because I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but when you understand the way Jujutsu Kaisen's universe works, you'll understand why Toji is just fucking built different. Like, he is, and it makes sense, because there's always animes that have characters like Toji, and you're like, okay, like, you look at, like, something like Bleach, like, Zaraki Kenpachi is the character that's like Toji. You're like, fuck yeah, like Zaraki Kenpachi is one of the best characters in Bleach. Like you fucking like every time he's on the screen, I'm fucking hyped. I love Kenpachi.
Yes.
He's one of my favorite characters. But Toji is like that elevated to a level where it's like, okay, I not only am I gonna make this character different from other characters, but I'm gonna make it make sense for why he's different from other characters. And it's terrific.
I got one thing to add for
Yeah.
If he wants to, he can stay there if he wants.
Yeah,
to.
he
wants
can.
to,
He
he
can
literally
absolutely
can.
be a part
I
of
only have one more
this.
thing to say that I'm gonna.
Okay, so I'll say this: if it was not for you, I don't think we would do it.
Oh, absolutely not. He has been
We would literally
an absolutely
be
stellar
be
producer.
like recording on my phone or some shit like that.
Hugh has been a,
Like
an
literally, I
absolute
was like, you
blessing
come
for
over to
us.
my house and we'll figure it out. Like I got a computer now. It's fucking it's a 3020. What a flex, you know? Like
Hey, I appreciate the kind words.
honestly, like dude,
You have
you're-
been like you're the reason why I want to continue doing this podcast.
Like,
'cause I
honestly, like, I really-
I love you
yeah.
having you as a producer. I love that you jump in whenever you want, like whenever you
Whenever you
feel like
can.
it.
I
Like
try to keep it to a
I
minimum.
know
you're
that,
just
Yeah.
just a wonderful
You're
human,
great.
human being.
I love every time we go to a DeviantArt fucking event at Gen Con and we see dubbing a hentai. It's my favorite thing ever because they all
Ryan would
suck.
have a good time.
Oh fuck!
dude.
Oh, I would.
Could you
absolutely lose
imagine
my mind
me
with some
and
dubbed
him on the
hentai.
panel?
Imagine we got Brian on stage.
Dude.
Oh my god, I would lose my mind.
We get a couple of drinks like he has right now,
Oh, yeah.
dog. It would, dude. We'd fucking lit the crowd up.
I love it.
I
Let
feel
me-
like
I'm gonna say my one last thing real quick about My Hero. All right, so again, I gave the season a 7 out of 10, but I have to say that after Endeavor fucking lightened Shigaraki up,
Yeah.
Best Genus getting his Mission Impossible moment
Fuck
Yeah.
was the second coolest thing of the
It's
season.
super good.
I love Best Genus. I'm a Best Genus stan, and I'm
100% with
Yes,
you
sir.
on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, but
Yes, sir.
but real quick, because you just said that's the second best. What is your number one event of the season?
Oh, it was the Endeavor thing when he
Sick.
literally when he grabbed Shigaraki from
Fuck
behind
yeah.
and like
Oh,
blew
was it
his
like-
ass up.
Thomas Burn.
Yes.
Yes.
Prominence
Sir.
bar.
So sick, so sick. All right, I'm done. Thank you.
Hey, oh,
Thank
oh,
you
oh.
for coming coming on and getting on camera with us. We
Yes.
appreciate you.
I don't think
Thank
it
you
does.
very much. Thank
So,
you very much. You.
I want to follow up this
That was
because,
Hugh's corner.
because our original discussion here was biggest disappointment in 2022.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Jordan, like
That
Oh
was-
this
God,
is gonna
yep,
this is
here it
gonna
is.
resonate with you.
Here it is.
Obviously.
Here it
But
is.
my number one biggest disappointment of 2022 is Red Hood's training arc.
Man, I was gonna say, I was to be honest with you, I
Because
was
it's
gonna
not
say,
Red Hood as a
before,
whole.
Before you say anything else, I was gonna actually add that to like the saddest moment.
Yeah. And
So
it
like, so
is.
we,
But it's
before,
the worst
before we-
moment for me too because
Before we get deep into that, because I got some things to say. Okay, do you have anything
For like worst.
for what?
Because
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm curious.
There
'cause I know
was-
you and I have something in the best. Like,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a lot. I
There's
got a
something
lot
in
in the fucking chamber for best.
oh,
No,
absolutely! I've got a
Like,
fucking
honestly-
6-shooter ready to.
Yeah. I mean, like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, we were kind of fucking eating for 2022.
We were.
We were kind of
eating.
fucking eating.
We
Yeah.
were eating fucking
Real
feasting.
fucking good.
Yeah,
I'm just
it
saying,
was
like,
real
real
good.
real fucking good. But like, here's the thing though, like, it was my worst. Really was just like, but like, what you thought about like the chapters, and how like Miami,
Miami.
anyway,
Hero Academia.
Miami, yeah. So it
Miami.
was my hero and the direction it's going. I really thought that the anime sucked. It wasn't that good. Then you brought your heat. You know what I'm saying? But what did you like? What you know, Tyler Rod, the moon? What did
You were a weekly reader with me. Like you and I
Yeah.
talked about it a lot.
you
a
actually
lot at
read?
work,
You
but,
read
like,
way
yeah,
more than I
we-
do. So
we
like,
brought
what
you into
was
the podcast. I'm like, first of all, like, I mean, check that episode out because Ty and I talking about Golden Age anime. That's a fucking episode.
the only
to
one
watch.
I'd fucking
that's a
know
good
is,
episode.
Well, no, hey, number one for us, I'm gonna be honest with you, is our gay episode in the Golden Age.
Those are great.
100%,
Yeah.
both great episodes.
Yeah.
I want to have Davey and his partners back on
Yeah.
as soon as
We
possible.
need to
want
try
it.
and drag Ryan
Oh.
in here.
Yes, we have to make a JoJo's episode to
I
drag
know,
Ryan.
to drag Ryan
here.
in.
I'm with it. I'm with it. for
Honestly,
that.
you know, it'd be great as someone who's never actually watched JoJo's.
You've never
We-
watched JoJo's?
Every time I say this, you have
Hey,
the
you know
same
what,
reaction.
dude? I take back everything I said about Elrod. Get the fuck out of here. Get your ass the fuck out of here.
Bro, what the
You want
fuck?
some more?
It's so funny. Every time I say it, they
Give me a
react the
little
same
bit.
way.
Seriously, a
they
little
react
bit.
the same exact way. Anyway,
Thank
we've been
you.
through this.
I
I've
appreciate
tried to
you
watch.
actually give me a little bit.
I've tried to watch season 1 twice. Couldn't
Season
get through
one
it.
is
I know.
garbage,
Every time
skip
we
it.
talk about it, I haven't
Despite
gone.
what Ryan says, because Ryan's like a fanboy of Phantom Blood. It's
I haven't-
garbage.
I haven't
skip
Hey,
it.
gone
hold on,
in.
Was Ryan
Hold on.
was sorry? Was Ryan, just to be
No,
clear,
no,
okay.
Alex.
Alex and Davey were the ones
Alex
that
and
were
Davey
on
were
the-
here. Ryan's one of
Ryan's
his
the
other,
the other
one,
partner.
one of his other partners.
He is a big JoJo fan, but
Huge JoJo.
he stands Phantom Blood, and I can't support that.
You know what though? Here's the thing. Here's my preference. It's a Grand Fleet discussion. It's one of our special episodes. We
What?
have the panel of JoJo stands explain to me what JoJo fucking is.
I'm so excited for that.
Like you,
I'm ready for
Ryan, Jordan, fuck Alex and Davey, bring them all on. Tell me, as someone who's never actually watched or read JoJo, what the fuck it is. That's what I
Okay.
want. That
So,
would be a
alright,
great
alright, real
episode.
quick. Okay, so I will ask first.
Yeah.
What would you like to see? So you have not watched first season.
Not
Or did
fully,
you?
no.
Do
I
you
watched
want
like the first like
spoilers?
4.
Like,
Okay.
I
do
don't
you
give a
want, like,
shit about
heavy
spoilers for JoJo.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
saying.
cool.
I don't give
No,
a
you don't care.
shit.
Okay,
Good.
okay. So
That means I
okay,
can go in
so
depth
do
and
you-
explain to you why
do
JoJo's
you care
is a work
about?
of art.
So do you care about the first? You don't really care about the first one. Okay.
Phantom Blood's
Second?
garbage.
Second
Sure.
season.
Hey,
second
whatever-
I'm
season.
gonna go on record and say
Alright,
that
so,
Phantom
hey.
Blood is garbage.
Anyway, whatever
Hey,
you
hey,
guys
listen,
think.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you say it's garbage, but I really do enjoy it because Jonathan is
Jonathan is the progenitor, right? Like,
Yes.
absolutely,
Led Zeppelin was dope. Okay, I don't care.
100%. You're right. Like, Phantom Blood isn't like, and I say garbage as far as JoJo standards go, right? Like, I don't think that Phantom Blood is garbage from an anime standpoint. I think that it's interesting, and you need, like, the thing about JoJo's is that you need to
Save
watch.
it. Save it.
You're right.
I don't want to hear
Okay,
it right
okay,
now.
okay, okay.
100%.
Listen.
Fair.
And
Okay,
it's
so,
gonna be
totally
whatever
fair.
you
Here's the thing.
guys.
Jordan, we're done
okay,
with JoJo's.
let me jump in. Okay, so listen. I understand that not everyone is into vampires.
I
Okay.
don't care. I like vampires.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So okay. So the main character harnesses the power of sunlight.
Yeah.
To defeat Dio.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Dio
Okay.
is a
So
vampire.
check this out. There's a plot twist. All right. So in season 3, you learn the
Save
plot
it.
twist.
Yeah, seriously,
Save it.
Jordan, we
We're
gotta
gonna make an episode of this.
we gotta save
You guys
this
are
for
going to
the
explain-
JoJo's episode.
All right,
You're
all
gonna
right.
explain JoJo's to
Okay.
me.
Yes.
So I'm just you know
I
right now.
love
Okay.
that you've never read JoJo's because I'm honestly
Nope.
so stoked
Okay.
Never read
to
it.
like explain JoJo's. to you.
Okay. I
Because
understand. Okay.
it's batshit crazy,
Just
and
know-
like you're
yes.
gonna leave that discussion and be like, I not only do I still not know what JoJo's is about, but like I'm even more confused after
Yes,
their
yes.
explanation.
I
of
fully
what JoJo's
expect it.
Okay,
about.
so
I fully expect it.
Number one, shout out to Alex because Alex is kind of my boy because he
Alex
already.
is a fucking homie.
I
Davey
just
and
fucking-
Alex are
Alex
both
and
fucking
Davey
homies.
and Alex
I
definitely
loved
legit.
having them on the podcast. I
Davey?
want to have them again.
No, Davey, but Alex is the only motherfucker that loves IBO, Iron Blood Orphans Gundam.
Fuck
as
yes.
much as I do, and I'm like, fucking
He does
let's
love it.
go. I'm like, dude, because that's fucking sick. Because like, I literally think that is the best season
of Gundam.
of Gundam. Period.
I feel that.
Hey, listen, I'll give you my address. You can come fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm a G
I really
Gundam
don't.
man, but like I respect.
G Gundam is mad fucking racist, and
It is.
it's mad fucking racist. But I'm gonna tell you
And
something right now, and you guys can still. I will give you my address. You can come fight me. I think it's the shit. I love G Gundam because like literally, because it's
I'll be-
unapologetically fucking crazy. Okay.
I'll admit firsthand that the reason why I love G Gundam so much is purely nostalgia. It's
Yes.
purely nostalgic, like
Yes.
love for G.
I've got one for the worst.
Okay, all right. Before you get there, all right. So, Gundam is a shit. Okay, so and then just for JoJo's sake, it doesn't go. First season and second season are very similar.
Sure.
And then
Okay,
first
first
season-
of all,
no,
you're
wait,
wrong, because battle tendency is fucking.
that is true. No,
incredible,
no.
and
It's
Phantom
true.
Blood
No,
is
you're
hot
100 percent
shit.
right. I'm just saying like it's just like Kimon versus
Sure. Okay.
Versus-
I get what
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
saying. I
And
agree
then-
with you on that.
and then third season you're like oh, maybe more vampires, maybe more fucking whatever.
Maybe we're
Maybe,
vampires.
maybe we are vampires. No, actually, we'll take this left turn at fucking what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
what it is. We'll take this left turn. Oh, this is gonna completely different anime.
Stands
Yeah.
up pretty fucking.
I'm telling you,
crazy.
save it.
Stands
Save it.
are
Save it for the episode.
shit.
Jordan, we gotta
Save it for the
we gotta
episode.
save it for the episode.
Save it for the
because
episode.
No, I'm just letting
I
you know.
have-
I'm just letting you know that's like
That's fine.
that's
I
stuff.
have
like,
a lot to
literally-
say about JoJo's, and I wanna
Save it for the
save
episode.
it for
Yeah,
the
I
episode
got you.
where I
I
can
got you.
Anyway,
tie
We
to
also
watch
when we do that
JoJo's.
episode, we need to get Davey in.
Absolutely,
Oh, no, that's the
100%.
point. Is bringing them
We
in.
need Davey, Alex,
And
and
Ryan,
Ryan
yeah.
for that episode.
All right.
Because they're all
Okay.
JoJo stands,
So-
and I appreciate that about them.
Okay, so number one, Brian, we just we're going a little long today.
100%.
We're
This is
going
gonna be a
along
long
today
It's
episode.
gonna be
because
a long
We're
episode.
fucking drunk and we're playing. We're fucking around. Like it's just what
What's
it's
it
gonna
called
be.
What's it called again?
It's Rumbleman.
I really
It
cannot fucking
says it
read
on
it.
the fucking bottle.
I really can't
Jordan
read it.
can't read.
I can't read it.
You
I'm-
know that
I
about
forgot.
him.
No, I literally mint.
It's
Rumplemints.
Rumbleman.
Yeah,
That
mints.
is the fucking crazy thing. Okay, so they're not sponsoring the podcast. We
No.
don't have the other drink on here, but like as of right now, I really didn't know that this drink would fucking sneak up on me.
I told you it was gonna fuck you up.
Anyway, I
told
don't
you.
know.
No, wait.
Oh,
I'm
God
just
damn
saying.
it.
I'm just saying. Listen, like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
and that's it.
What are you
let's
saying?
let's rope this back in. Let me
Fucking
let me
hell.
tell you what my other
Hold-
biggest
no, hold
disappointment
on.
of
Hold on.
2022 is.
Before you start,
Okay,
because I've been trying to fucking say it this whole goddamn time.
that's
You
fair.
won't.
Because I don't even know if this is
Oops,
actually
oops.
2022 or not. I'm gonna say it anyway because every time I think about it, 2022 it makes me sad. Fucking Fairy Tale 100 Years quest.
No, that is actually this
Never
year.
read anything about it. I
No,
know.
actually, no.
I know a
No,
vague
I'm
amount about
if I'm
it.
thinking of Fairy Tale. You think of the red-haired kid? It's like that's the.
A cat.
Yeah, fire.
He uses fire.
Fire,
Natsu
Yeah,
right now.
that actually did. I do remember that. That actually did happen this year.
Oh, you know what? That's,
Did it happen this
that,
year? Okay.
It happened.
That
So-
reminds me of another thing that I'm.
All right, no, are you
disappointed
talking about
in
the ending,
2023.
right?
I'm talking about the quote unquote sequel.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fairy Tale
so
100th Year
the-
Quest is the sequel
is
to
a
the
sequel
original
to
Fairy
Fairy
Tale.
Tale.
Okay.
So
that happened this
here's-
year, correct?
I think
I
so.
think it did. I
I
think,
think
at
so.
beginning
I
of the
think you're
year
right.
it happened. It was either the end
Q,
of
can you look
last
that up?
year or the beginning of this year.
Whatever the
Wait,
fuck,
hey,
like
hey,
it's
hey,
it's
stop, stop,
2022.
When did
What's it called?
Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest start?
Listen,
You
you,
trust him with
want me
that?
to type?
Yeah.
We'll end up on
You-
a fucking. Hey,
You
listen,
trusting
listen, we-
trusting Jordan to type anything is
we will end up on a
lot.
fucking OnlyFans site.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at you. Look at you. If you need me to do it, let me do it. So anyway, Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest. I adored Fairy Tale. Did it have problems?
100%.
Absolutely. I loved Fairy Tale though. I always have. I loved his first work, Rave Master.
100%.
But
We talked about that
Fairy,
in our
yeah,
Golden
we
Age.
did. We talked about the Golden Age. But Fairy Tale 100 Years arc, and honestly, it could be decent, it could be not. But there's one thing,
Bailey.
Fairy.
Fairy.
But there's one.
Yeah. R.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something.
R.
My hand is to you right now.
Okay.
R.
Yeah.
R key.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, let Ty take over because he's the only one that I
He's
trust
actually
there.
a robot, so it's fine.
He's got an eye. He's a fucking Pokemon from the future. He's a Paradox Pokemon. He's Iron Liver.
Dude.
That's what Ty is. He's Iron Liver.
Right?
Yeah, right there. Click it. Fuck Wikipedia asking us for money. As much as I use it, I would love to donate money, but I don't have
Damn,
Yeah.
original run is 2018. That's not current.
2018 is when 100 Year Quest started?
Yeah, dude, Fairy Tale ended like.
No, I know Fairy Tale ended a while ago. I didn't know it was
Hey,
that long
we're
ago.
fucked up, all right? You know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up, right? Like, it makes you feel old to thinking about it, right?
Wow, that's kind of crazy that it fucking literally ended. Okay, well, hold on. It's 2018 to present. Now, does that
Yeah,
mean that
Fairy Tale-
this-
It's still
Fairy
going.
Tale 100 Year
Right.
Quest is still running. It's
Oh.
not.
It
It's
was
not finished yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I guess it was 2018. Anyway, I'm gonna talk
Hero
about it.
you know what,
Mashima.
dude? You know what? Go off.
I was
Okay.
gonna talk about it. Anyway, the thing that really got me was one of the first things that happens to
I'm
Urza.
really drunk right now.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
glad you're driving, Ty,
To
even
know
though
that.
you're
No, I
fucking
want.
drinking go piss. It's
I want
fine.
everyone to know that right now. I am fucked.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, it didn't happen in 2022, but I was gonna think about it as a worse, and Brian can go on his long tangent. So the thing that happens to Urza, because Urza is always just like this really strong, powerful character, and she has her weaknesses, she has her moments, but like in 100 Years Quest, they like enslave her to some jackass.
What the
Pretty
fuck?
early on.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I haven't read 100 Years Quest at all. Urza, like, look, Fairy Tail has its problems, but Urza's fucking
always the
armor
best.
magic has been fucking
It's
stellar
always
the
the best.
whole way through.
But I forget exactly the circumstances of how it happens, because they essentially like take her power or lock it or seal it for a bit.
I'm angry.
Yeah. And they enslave her to this bullshit other wizard for a while.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
mad
I was
right
like,
now.
fuck all of that. Fuck the whole thing. Fuck that whole thing.
I'm so mad right now. I
Anyway,
can't even.
So if I'm
I'll
wrong,
be-
if
I'll
I've
be-
misconstrued
1000%
something, tell me in the
for you.
comments. But I remember that pretty distinctly because it's what made me never read it.
I'm fucking mad. I've never read this either.
Because I'm sure it's over. I'm sure that whole section is over. But fuck
Fairy Tail is like, look, Fairy Tail is like, it's like a guilty
It's a
pleasure.
guilty
for me.
pleasure, yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
100%. It's a guilty.
has a ton of
pleasure.
problems, but it's really
So bad.
It's really
so
bad, but it's
bad,
super
but I
good to read.
love every fucking bit of it.
I don't know.
100%. I
I don't
feel
know
that
a
in my
single
bone.
fucking thing about it.
so go into your worst.
Okay,
Don't,
so
don't, nope,
Wait, hold
don't.
on, hold on, no.
no. We're this is where we're at this point. Okay.
You already went over.
No,
my
he had
second
one-
worst.
he had
You
one
asked,
more.
like the two biggest.
He had one more.
disappointments.
They won't go into
So-
best.
My other biggest disappointment, and Jordan and I are gonna resonate with this because I know it was one of your disappointments that we talked about earlier.
Okay, so no.
It's
so,
fucking-
before you say that, I feel like we are there. Let's do the status. In the status, I feel like me and you both.
Yes,
I felt like
it's. I
was
mean, it's the same thing. It's Red
Red
Hood.
Hood.
It's Red Hood because,
Now-
and the reason why I categorized it as worst is because the author had the opportunity to do amazing things with that manga, and they
Yes.
failed miserably.
Like
The
before-
training
before-
arc. Why would you make a training arc that lasts 8 chapters? 7 chapters into your fucking manga, bro. You have to know that that's a bad idea, and you did it anyways. And
So-
you're a fucking assistant to Horikoshi. That's what kills me is that this person who did Red Hood.
Yes.
I don't even remember the author's name because that's how fucking
You know
angry
what?
I am about
You know what
it.
though? He's irrelevant.
They
Fuck,
were
you
they
buried-
were an assistant to Horikoshi. You know what makes a good manga. You know what gets you fucking serialized in
Now,
Shonen
before
Jump.
you say Horikoshi,
and you
who is
sh-
Horikoshi again? Who did
Horikoshi's the one who did My Hero. He's the
okay,
author of My Hero.
Horikoshi, and then okay, damn, that's crazy. Oh,
Yes, But this
ooh.
gentleman was an
Ooh.
assistant to Horikoshi, and as far as I remember, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mixing it up with Zipman, that was 2021.
Man, rest in peace, Zipman. Zipman was legitimately
Rest
lit.
in peace, Zipman.
Zipman was actually like, I was like, damn, this is dope. And then it just
100% Zipman is my is 100% the tragedy of Shonen Jump for me because I
Yes.
loved Zipman.
that
Zipman
really-
was so
like-
fucking fun and interesting, and they fucking just canceled it. And it wasn't even the author's fault because he was advancing shit at a fast fucking pace. And it was fun, and it was
Dude.
interesting, and it was cool. He was getting different zippers to get different fucking powers. It was fucking radical.
Yeah.
And they fucking shit the bed on it. But Red Hood, I'm pretty sure Red Hood's author was also an assistant to Horikoshi, and he gives us 5 chapters, building
Yes.
it up, building up
Mhm.
the manga. It's fucking stellar, absolutely stellar. Like you're building up this fucking it's making a play on the original Grimm's Brother fairy tales. I'm in. I love Grimm's Brother fairy tales. They're fucking fun. They're interesting. Werewolves are the main bad guys. Cool. That's fucking interesting. That's
I
dynamic.
would like to add that the werewolves are actually very different from what the normal.
100%.
Yes.
He made them interesting. He made them
Yes.
really cool. You get this whole fucking arc where it's the main character fucking realizes that he doesn't have anything special about him. There's nothing special about him. Red Hood gives him a fucking rifle. He shoots, and it's really cool because Red Hood's like a fucking child. She's like a fucking literal child. And then
Yes,
it's that's actually a limiter on her powers, and she's able to come back and become the adult Red Hood. Fuck cool, fucking stellar.
Yes.
I am so on board. and then he gives us like a fucking 7-chapter training arc. Who the fuck gives us a training arc within the first 15 chapters of their fucking manga? Who is stupid enough that is the decision that they make? That's what I want to know. Tell me, make that make sense to me. Truly make that make sense to me.
I love number one. I want to say one thing though, before you get fucking deep. You already went deep. I
did.
I love how deep you go, and that's what I always like about this podcast because you fucking bring the you bring the knowledge.
I do.
You bring the fucking knowledge.
I love manga, and I've read too much of it, so I have very opinionated responses about every manga that I read.
Okay, so that's number one.
Remember, real quick, Ty, are you the one that's been reading Blue Box on my my
Blue
Viz
Box?
app?
Yeah, that was me.
Or is it Blue Lock or Blue Box?
I've been reading it. It's fucking terrific.
It's really good.
Wait.
It's really
Like,
good.
Did you just say
Just a sidebar, real quick. Like
Blue
I
Lock?
just
Blue Box.
Blue Box.
Okay.
I
was
love
ready-
romance anime. I love romance.
I'm gonna tell you something right
manga.
now. I was
It's really
love it.
good.
I was
Love
ready.
it.
I was ready to argue. Anyways. Besides that, so okay. So you said that. Damn, I fucked that up.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
number two. Okay, so number two. For Red Hood, it was fucking. I loved it. Like,
I loved
was
it.
Really,
I was
because
so upset
I
because
really
I loved it.
listen. I don't know if you guys ever heard anything, but anything about
We've
a
talked
wolf,
about
a
Red
wolf
Hood.
among us.
Yes,
that?
I love Wolf Among Us.
Dude, I love that so much. I mean, not even just the
I was so sad that the sequel got canned.
wait, what? The video game or
The video.
no? It's
Is it
Bullshit.
canned?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No! Shut the fuck up.
Because what's the space? They went bankrupt.
No. They actually they recovered.
Oh, did
and
they?
they are actually making season 2 of Wolf Among Us.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Fuck
Yeah, they actually have it. They have.
yes.
So I don't know if you know this, Brian, but so Wolf Among Us
I don't know
is
this.
based on Fable Town, and the entire
With
okay.
I love
fucking love
Grimm's
that you
fairy
read it.
tales so
That's
fucking
exactly
much.
hey, that's exactly what it is. It's all Grimm fairy tales. If if the government found out it was an actual place,
Fuck yeah!
yeah, if the government actually found out it's an actual place, that means they pushed them out into our world. And our world is downtown Manhattan.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
So the big bad wolf.
Everything you're saying
So it's
is
kind of like
fucking
how you know how
incredible.
there's like
I
Chinatown.
yeah, John.
Germantown.
I'm so with it
There's
right
like
now.
there's
There's
Chinatown,
Chinatown.
Germantown, like Fabletown. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's
city.
Fuck
It's
yes,
just a
dude,
neighborhood.
you wanna
that's
know-
what I'm about.
You want to know who the sheriff is?
The
and the main character
is the big
It's
bad wolf.
Big B. It's BBB. Big
Yes!
Bad Wolf. Yes.
Yes, yes,
And-
yes.
And you want to know who voices him? Steve Bloom, baby. I fucking
Just
love.
newsflash, because we haven't
Hey.
ever talked about this, but like, I fucking love Steve Bloom.
He does, in fact.
I
love
met
Steve
him.
Bloom.
That man, he is so fucking nice. Like Steve Bloom, if by some long shot you're watching this, I want you to know that I fucking love you, and your voice acting is fucking on a level that I don't think anybody else could ever match. Like
That's-
you have voiced so many of my favorite fucking characters from anime and manga. Like you are just, and you're so nice. Like you're a stellar. Because when I met Steve Bloom, like bro, like half the questionnaires, like because when they do panels, like they let people come and
Yeah.
ask questions. Half of those questions were just him, like, "Hey, say this in this character's voice," and it's just Steve Bloom's voice.
Yeah.
It's just his natural voice. That's what blows my fucking mind is that he doesn't even do anything. The man just has. The man was
Has a great
gifted
voice.
with a fucking perfect voice, and he loves anime so much that he's more than willing to give his fucking talent to whatever anime will have him. He's a wonderful human being. If you get the fucking chance to meet Steve Bloom, know that he is as kind and wonderful as you imagine him to be in your head. I fucking adore Steve Bloom. He is wonderful.
glad we got the-
Listen, I knew that. That's why I
Also,
mentioned
one of the saddest for me, similar to Red Hood, not quite the same level, but honestly, Alien Artifact.
100%, I agree with you
I
wholeheartedly.
really liked where it was going.
Dude, you know what?
Wait,
like
hold on.
when they
Before-
had that
hey,
chapter
hey,
that
listen up.
ended with the character the girl getting lit on fire, I was like, oh shit, this is going places. This is going places. They fucking lit a character on fire.
Yeah.
Like, burned her to death. And she was like a character that like we spent like at least a chapter or two with. Like,
Yeah.
like
They
just
made
fucking-
us like her. Yeah.
They just burned her to death, and I was like,
What
okay,
the fuck are you saying?
we're fucking going places. I'm sorry.
You fucked me up.
I'm sorry.
Like you're fucking blasted.
I'm fucking wasted right now.
It's okay. Like we're 30-year-olds. Wait, how old are you?
29. I'll be 30 in February.
Okay, see,
We're
He's the young
30-year-olds. Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely 30-year-old. If you're here, thank you.
I'm 30.
If you're really here, if you're thank you. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? Like
fucking
because
30.
I'm 34. Yes, of yesterday. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
Happy
me.
birthday to you, dude.
I know,
You know
dude.
what? I'm really sorry
We
that I
have
didn't
been.
wish you a happy birthday.
You know who?
I just got
You know
focused
who
on
wished
us
me happy
talking
birthday
about-
yesterday?
Emily. Good for her.
Isn't that fucked up? Because we've been friends longer.
100%, dude. I want you to know that I was just
guilt
that I
trip
was,
him when he's like
that I
this.
was-
No.
Don't
that I was
guilt trip.
focused
Listen.
on us going out for
Listen.
your birthday that
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
then
even
you
think to just say
canceled-
like
I didn't
happy
cancel
birthday,
anything.
bro.
You canceled your birthday outing.
Yeah,
Wait.
Jordan, I love you more than just about anybody in this world. You and I have been
I love
friends
that
for
you're
a
drunk
very
and saying that
long
shit.
time.
Yeah.
Like,
You
and
know it's
I-
true.
Hey,
Truly-
listen.
Truly, you are.
You only
probably
speak
my
truths when you're
best
drunk.
friend.
Yeah. Hey,
I
hey,
love you to
backstory.
death, Jordan.
Backstory canon to Jordan and Brian Saga. We had a friend. We met through mutually. I literally knew this motherfucker for more than 12 years.
Yeah.
More than that.
Dude, for a
I think
fucking
actually
long-ass
more than that.
time.
Long ass time.
Long-ass time.
Me and him met, and we instantly fell in love with each other because that's just man shit. Man
Yeah.
shit. It was literally man shit.
We just
And-
bonded.
We bonded very closely because we knew shit that, like manga. We bonded over manga, and we
video
bonded
games,
over
like,
video games.
Fucking, like, we played
And
a
then we
lot of
realized
Smash
that
Bros.
one motherfucker
together.
was fucking around, and then like, hey, he's a piece of shit. So we should just hook up.
Yeah.
And that's that. And then that's how the birth of Filler Trash Podcast happened.
100%. Like, I just want you all to know, Jordan is one of my not the best friends
Listen.
I've ever had
I
in my
I
entire
do
life.
talk a lot of shit on this podcast, and like you guys probably think that like I'm like he's a fucking right wing piece of shit. But I'm really not. I'm really. I really
Jordan
just.
is a right wing extremist.
I was there on January 6th.
Oh shit!
He's
That's-
gonna die. He's gonna
So,
die.
Jordan,
gonna die.
But
Brian,
listen-
Brian fell
Yeah.
out of a chair,
Brian-
and Jordan's lying about being there on Jan 6th. Jordan's lying about that.
Yeah.
He is a right wing extremist.
Could you imagine me climbing?
has sent me?
Could you imagine me climbing that fucking wall and falling off?
Jordan.
I'm sorry.
Jordan
we
was
went-
in
look,
last January when the right wing extremists charged the Capitol building. Jordan was front line and center for that.
I'd like to reiterate for everyone that that's a joke. I'd like to reiterate that
Hey,
that's
It's 100% a joke.
drunken
1000%
joke.
Jordan is not an actual
Yeah,
right wing
I'm
extremist.
not,
Jordan
I'm
is
not.
a fucking wonderful human being, and
Yeah.
I cherish our friendship
I love you
more
too,
than just
man.
about anything in this world.
Yeah. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. I want to get
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
100%. Listen. If you've
Oh
been,
my
if
God.
you if
Lose
you've been
my
with us,
fucking mind.
if you've been with us since day one, you know we like to go off the rails and just kind of have a silly, like a silly time, and that's all it is. And that's why I like this podcast because we fucking just have a silly time. Even when we're not drinking, even when we're not drinking, we literally like.
Oh my
okay,
god.
here's my favorite. Hey, listen. To segue into this is one of my favorite moments of the podcast, and it wasn't even live. It was literally when these two motherfuckers were talking about one of the last two chapters of One Piece, and they were arguing. I wish I could have pulled my phone out for you guys and fucking recorded it. But these motherfuckers argued legit for 30 fucking minutes about the last chapter
in the
of One
parking
Piece.
lot.
Okay, wait.
No. Not
wait.
even, no. Wait. Not even in the parking lot. They sat here for more than 15 minutes.
Oh, that's
Me and
right.
Hugh,
We
Me
did
and Hugh
argue a
Yeah,
Listen,
we
lot.
did argue a lot about it.
Hey, secret revealed right now. When you guys argue, me and Hugh make faces at each other, and that's the funniest fucking
First
thing
of all,
ever.
let me
I already know that.
Let me make this clear that like whatever arguments Ty and I get into, I first of all I respect Ty's opinion because Ty is fucking smart and he has really interesting opinions and I love this man to death. I am just a human being that loves to argue, and so
I also like to argue.
when someone says something that I disagree with, I go off the fucking rails, and I'm thankful that Ty recognizes that and still likes me as a human being and decides to be my friend. Like, let's start that out with that. That being said, like, Jordan and I bond so well because, I mean, at our core, at our core, Jordan and I are haters.
Yeah,
We are
100%.
haters.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Jordan and I bond because we're fucking haters. Jordan and I love to hate on the same thing. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've played the game Super Smash Brothers.
No. Not even
with
just
Jordan.
that. Not even just that. Ultimate as well.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Ultimate.
what he's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
Ultimate.
Oh, I think he said
So-
no. He said Super Smash Bros.
No, he said Ultimate.
I did say
Oh,
Ultimate.
did you?
Yeah,
I
Super
really
Smash
didn't
Bros.
hear it because
Ultimate.
I got fucking
So,
pussy in my DMs.
Jordan
Anyways,
and I have played a fucking
Is that who
lot
you
of
texted
Super
over
Smash
there?
Brothers Ultimate. And at one point in my life, I deluded myself into believing that I was actually pretty good at the game. Newsflash, I'm not. I watched a lot of tournaments. I watched a lot of content for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I don't know how to fucking do half the shit these motherfuckers do in tournament.
Yeah.
I went to a locals and I got put in my place very quickly.
Yes.
And I needed that. I
Yeah.
needed to be checked.
Yes.
And
So I'm gonna bring her around the mountain here and circle back to best of 2022, and I'm gonna do something that I
Yes.
don't think you
Thank
guys
you,
may
Ty.
already talk about,
Yes.
because I think you guys will probably say these other things that are
No,
on
no,
my mind.
no.
But this one
I'm really
specifically,
excited. I'm really excited for this. Actually.
this one specifically, I really wanted to bring up the final arc of Black Clover.
Fuck yes! Ty, you and I knew you were gonna fucking love this.
Well,
I knew this was gonna be on your list because you and I connected so fucking hard on how good the fucking final arc of Black Clover has been and how
So
good it has
good.
been. The fact that we had to wait a 3-month fucking hiatus for it, fucking worth it.
Yep, he really nailed it in there.
He has gone off the fucking rails with how good it is.
yes.
And I'm gonna stop my rant there because
Hey.
I recognize even drunk I
When
ran
you-
it, but
so
I'm a
listen.
fucking sociopath
Hey.
and talking
I don't know
about it
anything
way
about
too
the last.
heavily,
I don't
and I
think.
want to hear what you have to say about it.
I'll say this right now. So you guys go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna be pissed because I don't read.
Yep,
Yes.
go break that
Be right
seal.
back.
All right, so honestly, just the whole. So we had the 3-month hiatus, and Black Clover. Say what you want about it. It's always been
It's fucking
decent.
Good.
It's good.
It's good.
It takes
it's good old fashioned.
Yeah, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing super inventive. Well, until the last arc, but it's just great shonen tropes done well. He doesn't try to make it anything
100%.
more than what it is.
He doesn't disguise it. Like he doesn't just like, hey, here's a shonen trope, but I'm gonna fucking pretend.
I'm gonna
not a
pretend
shonen
it's something
trope.
else. Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
he
pretend
just
I'm fucking breaking
lays it
ground.
out. It's just it is what it is. Honestly,
It's just good. It's
Asta
just
and
good.
Asta and Yuno's rivalry is what I wish Naruto and Sasuke would have had.
It's what I wish Goku and Vegeta were.
Yes, as much as I fucking love Vegeta.
I love Vegeta.
But
Look,
yes.
I love Dragon Ball. Like I'm gonna say this right now. Like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z
They're,
fucking like
they're hot trash, but I
laid-
do like them.
laid the groundwork for so. Like I read Dragon Ball Super every fucking
It's-
month. As soon as
I
that chapter
don't read
drops,
Super.
I'm fucking reading it.
Do
Okay,
not read Super.
that's how fucking into it I am. But let's be real here. Black Clover, like Black Clover is as good as it is because it has learned and built upon the tropes and
yes.
and things built upon by previous instances of fucking shonen manga.
But we had that hiatus, and it comes back. And when it so like one of the things that set Black Clover apart when it first began was that it ramped and it never stopped. It just kept
100%.
ramping,
Yes.
and it did it so at a weirdly sustainable pace, which was kind of interesting.
Yes.
But and we had like believably realistic increases of power for bad guys. Like the first arc of bad guys, elves,
I'm just gonna
originators of magic.
I'm gonna hop in real quick
Yeah.
and just say that the fact that we're in the land of the sun, which we know
Yes.
fucking that Yami got isekai
Yeah.
from,
So
makes
good.
me so happy.
It's so good. That's
It-
such
it's
a good
so
thing.
good because we already know Yami's like overpowered and strong. like,
Yes.
and we're like, okay, like he got fucking he got isekai from this other world. The fact that that world exists in Black Clover and it's not just like classic
literal
isekai.
another world, yeah.
It's not like a classic isekai.
So good.
Made me so happy.
Yeah.
So perfect.
And then
so
the
good.
thing that really sets the whole final arc off is the reveal that Julius is also the bad guy while not being an evil prick. Like, Julius
So good. He doesn't even know that he's an evil prick until it
he
happens.
figures it out as it happens, and another personality takes him. That's so good. So that's probably one of my, like, that's my, honestly, best of 2022. Like, it's super good. It's super well done.
That's one of the things that I'm really happy that you're on this podcast with us is because I love Jordan. I couldn't ask for a better co-host, but like Jordan loves the hype purpose, right? Like Jordan loves the hype. You are much more like analytical like me, and you're like, okay, like this is good, but why is it good?
Why is it good?
And you think about why it's good, and you start to think like, and I feel like you and I like we disagree sometimes, but like for most of the time, like we're on
pretty
the same
spot on,
page,
yeah.
like, with why we think something is so fucking good and why we're so blown away by it, and then it just goes off the rails from there.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that I really appreciate that, like that I have a co-host that loves the hype with me. And I have a co-host that loves the analytical, like, detailed side of things with me, too. Like, because Black Clover has been fucking bonkers.
It's been insane.
And I 100% agree with everything you've just said. Like, the way that he has fleshed out these characters, the way that he has fleshed out this arc, like, he took that hiatus, and it's clear to me that he really thought about where he wanted to take
where
Black
he
Clover
wanted
from
it to
here,
end, yeah.
And he went off the fucking rails,
Also,
and it's been stellar.
I never expected to have a deep emotional moment with something like Black Clover.
100%.
But the moment you find out about Asta's mom and her relationship
Yes!
to Levy,
Yes!
and the moment when they call each other brothers, oh my god.
That's usually like kind of cringe in manga, but for that moment,
did it so well.
It's so good. Like you just feel good. Like I felt good. I'm like, oh my god. Like of course, and it makes sense why Asta doesn't have magic. Like
yes,
it makes
total
perfect
sense.
Like, and even though it was revealed like later in the story, like it makes total sense. It fits with the story. Like,
and it makes sense as to
because
why Levy's a devil who has anti-magic.
You look at like a lot of manga, like. Because it's not like Black Clover's like breaking ground. Like
no.
like you said, like Black Clover's not breaking ground. But what they are doing is making it far more interesting and dynamic for the reasons behind why Asta is like a chosen one. And I put that in quotation marks because really
main
like
character chosen.
Because really, like,
is the chosen one.
Is the chosen one.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like Asta is not the chosen one.
No.
Like he just happens to get like lucky.
He's lucky and works hard.
And everything that connects to his luck makes fucking sense. Like everything builds on itself to make Asta's like his ascension into whatever the fuck, like wherever he's at now, like whatever you want to say he's at, like his every step of the way, it makes fucking sense why he's there.
Yeah, I have a real soft spot in my heart for protagonists who aren't main protagonists. Because
100%.
Asta wouldn't have been a main protagonist.
Asta is just like a side
character. It would be
Yuno.
Yeah. Yuno would be the main character. And I have a soft spot in my heart for places where main characters are not main characters, if you know what
100%.
I mean. Yeah.
100% I agree with you. Like, Black Clover, and he's willing to take these risks, right? Like, he fucking, like, turning the sister into a fucking, like, paladin or whatever the fuck
into, like, an
called,
angel.
Like, angel.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
crazy.
Especially in a moment when finally this whole like background nonsense of Asta like having girls his age who are into him and him
he's
always
in love with this girl.
He's always pining after this nun who who raised him. So it's kind of that like he has a weird mix up of motherly affection towards like regular affection.
Yes.
And he's finally getting over it. He's like, one last time.
Yep, I'm gonna confess you one last time. If you say no,
I'm gonna move on.
Totally cool. I'm gonna move on to some other bitch.
Yeah. These other two bitches who are literally eavesdropping
just on my dick like nobody's business.
Eavesdropping on this whole fucking conversation over here. And then that moment, she's changed.
So that's something that I really like about Black Clover 2 is that like while it's kind of like playing on the trope of like a harem anime, it doesn't feel gross. It doesn't feel wrong.
I mean, I would say less of a harem because it's just two girls
Yeah.
that are after him.
Absolutely,
And it's not
like-
even a love triangle because Asa hasn't really
Has shown interest in either one.
either one of them, at least not yet. He
Absolutely.
hasn't developed feelings for either of them.
And those, not to mention, those girls aren't there just to be loving.
No, they're each powerhouses.
They're both great. Like fucking seeing, and I can't remember her name. It
Noelle.
doesn't- Thank you, Noelle. Like
have her
Noelle
own
getting
arc.
getting
Yeah.
her the fucking water spirit.
Yeah, and
and,
having the
going
yeah.
crazy, fucking up the fucking curse demon that fucked up her mom. Like,
Yeah, super good.
I'm so happy. Like, that's something that I really appreciate about it. Like, modern shonen is that modern shonen is doing such a fucking stellar job of making interesting female characters that aren't just there to like be a love interest
Yeah.
or be whatever the fuck out. Like, female
And
characters usually get
even the
relegated to,
character,
like,
even the regulation character of like lewd stuff for Black Clover.
yeah,
The when she's drunk all the time.
yeah,
Has a really impactful like arc.
yes.
She has a really nice like character development and arc that passes through.
100%,
It's pretty
like,
good.
And that's like I mean, you look at something like Chainsaw Man too, like because I mean, realistically, Chainsaw Man is one of my like
All time.
my best
All time.
for 2022. It's,
Yep.
it's also
Part
all-time,
2 is
like,
so good.
Like you look at something like part 1, look at Power. Like
Yeah.
Power is absolutely a character that you don't ever expect the things that she does from. Like,
No.
she's just chaotic up until the fucking end. Like she literally saves Denji, but right before she saves Denji, she's ready to turn him into fucking Makima to save
Yeah.
her own ass. Like,
Yeah.
fucking like shonen authors are finally realizing, and Jujutsu Kaisen is like another example of this. Like they're
Yeah.
finally realizing that like that not only are women reading this
Shonen
manga,
isn't all about
young boys
young
anymore.
boys, which is what it's like coined for.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
And speaking of
Shonen,
you need to
shoujo,
piss, I
seinen.
also need to
Okay.
piss, so I'm gonna drop out real quick. But I
Okay.
just wanted to say
Hit
that.
me with something.
So we're with Chainsaw Man. We're talking about female characters. Jump in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go pee
We're
real
done
quick
with
and
Black-
I'll be right
Oh,
back.
okay.
We're
I got.
done with Black
I
Clover,
actually,
so jump on in.
have this. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the time at? Okay, we're at 1:20.
Yeah, we're fine.
Hey, if you're still with us, thank you for dealing with our drunk nonsense.
It'll be
Okay,
fine. There's no one
So
who's
when
watching
it,
this full
and
episode.
when it comes to terms of actually strong women,
Yes.
there is a specific
Stand
manga.
out?
No, specific
Yeah.
manga
We're talking about.
and
Mhm.
anime, which I don't think the anime is. I think the anime may have that can. It's Doro.
Oh.
Doro Idoro is one of my favorite mangas of all time. They have everything. So it's very different. If you have not watched the Netflix edition at all, I actually made him watch some of it.
Mhm.
It's so good. It's very. I want to say it's very good. It's just great. It's great because if you like muscle mommies, you'll love it. Okay, if you like muscle mommies, they'll love it. Like, and not to mention, actually good female writing and just good writing in general. I want to say female writing. It's just good writing in general because like it has plot twist and like crazy amount of plot twist. Okay, so the whole so the beginning of it is there's a man who has a lizard head.
Mhm.
I did forget his name, but
Yeah.
the female lead is named Nikaido. Kaiman, that's his name because his he looks like a Kaiman or it's the Kaiman lizard or crocodile for a head,
Right.
and that's what she named him when she found him. The whole story is revolving around like who turned this man into a lizard for a
Right. Yeah.
like literally the opening scene is him biting down on someone's face and they look down his throat and there's a man that comes through his throat. It's so crazy. It's a very crazy concept. Like it's like and the man decides if you're the person who cursed him or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the person like so imagine if I had an alligator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I bite down your face,
Yep.
you look down my throat, and
Yep.
there's like a guy comes to my throat and he's like, "You're not it." I'm like, "Oh," well, I said, "What did the man in my mouth say to you?" And he's like, he said that I wasn't the one." And he's like, "Oh, well, that's a fucking shame.
He pulls out a knife and just cuts you to fucking ribbons, dude. He cuts you to fucking pieces. We're talking about Doro.
Fuck yeah,
Dude, Doro
is so good.
Let me tell you something right now.
My God,
I
it's
have
so good.
never in my life recommended a manga or anime to anyone in my life more than Doro, because Doro is not just off the, I want to say off the grid, but it's off the beaten path. Saying like, meaning that like it's completely different from any shonen or manga that you've ever fucking
I don't even
read.
know that I would classify it as shonen.
It's probably not, honestly.
Probably seinen.
Honestly,
Seinen, yeah.
Seinen.
there you go. Like it's maybe a mappa for
It's
the
very
anime.
good.
The anime does look increasingly beautiful, but they did unfortunately cancel it. It's no longer done by mappa.
What?
Yeah,
That's sad.
that happened this year, and it's like,
That's
dude,
very
I'm
sad.
gonna tell you something right now because that manga deserves a really good.
100% Doro.
It needs to have its
is
story
incredible.
because it's written. Hey, check this out. It's written by a woman. A
It
woman.
is.
Her name is Q, and her last name starts with an H. I don't really know. I'm sorry. I wish I really knew it. Even if I was sober, I would know because it's pretty. It's like a long. Anyways, I love her. I love her so much. I love her so much. I wish she would. She actually did write a second one. I forgot the fucking. Even if I was sober, I forget the name because it's pretty crazy. It's pretty similar to Doro in terms of artwork and story. I think it's like a sub story of Doro.
Doro is fucking.
Yeah, I honestly, if you ever have time, I want you to watch it or read it.
Okay.
It's so good.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely one of my favorite all time.
I feel like you and I have similar interests.
Yes.
Similar, like I think
Yeah.
you would love Doro. Really
like
fucking
I'm gonna tell you something right now. So okay,
It's
so
fun.
so here's the world. If I don't think we ever. You know what? We never talked about it. So the world is the main stage, I would say, where the characters all hang out, is a slum. Inside, and it's a slum. It's a shithole.
Okay.
It's a shit.
Actually, it's actually called the Hole.
literally
You know
a
that?
shithole.
It's called the Hole. It's called like the town that Nikaido, the main character, the female main character,
Mhm.
and Kaiman live. It's called the Hole. And here's why it's called the Hole, because wizards come to that was mine. Hilarious. I love that. I love that so much. Wizards come from a different dimension. They form a door, like an actual like door,
Mhm.
come into this world, and they test their magic. So it's like
Mm.
it's like
They
it's like
tested on the slum people.
yes.
Okay.
They're
So
just
like
experiment.
the slum people might have like a penguin friend, or like having like short arms.
Mhm.
And it's not anything they did. Or born with. It's because the fucking wizards from a different world came into this world.
They're called magicians, right?
No, they're called wizards.
Are they called wizards?
Yeah, they're called
Okay.
wizards. Yeah, the wizards. They come here and I've read it almost 2 times. So the way that magic looks is actually like a finger, your finger. A little black soot comes out, and if it touches you, the magic happens.
Mm.
It's kind of fucking right.
It's fucked.
Yeah, there are some motherfuckers.
It's fucked.
There are some motherfuckers that have crazy magic, and it's like if I touch you with the fucking black like soot comes out of my hand, said thing happens. Number one, the baddest motherfucker in the wizard world his name's N. If he touches you with your magic, you become a mushroom.
Yeah, he's fucking sick.
Yeah,
I would honestly argue that he's not even the baddest motherfucker. Like, I would argue old full face.
Oh yeah.
Is the baddest magic ever.
Oh, damn it! What is her?
Whatever. She's like, you've read Chainsaw
Okay.
Man, right? Like,
Okay, yeah.
so she's
She
like
turns you
she's
into a
like the
lizard.
Kobeni of fucking
Right.
Doro.
Basically that, yeah. But before that event happened, she was a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like, as far as the story goes, she's like the Kobeni of Doro.
Yes,
Gotcha,
yeah, she really is.
gotcha.
Like literally, like she's walking down an alley, and walking down an alley in the hole, and the Kaido and Kaiman sight see her. Okay, and Kaiman's like, "Hold up, you're a fucking wizard." Fly sound. That's the thing I was thinking about, and she struggles though. She's like, "No, fuck you." You know, like she struggles a lot, and like her henchman, I forgot his name. He's like one of the greatest characters ever. Damn it.
100%.
What is his name?
I don't know his name, but I know he's exactly
Oh
who
my
you're talking
god,
about.
it's gonna fucking bother me for the rest of the day now. Fuck. Anyways, like he has a bitch ass fucking like quirk.
Yeah.
Quirk. I mean,
He's a
wizard.
He's a
Yeah.
He,
But his
he has
hey,
bullshit
hey,
magic.
his drip is dope. Hey, let me tell you something right now.
100%.
Everybody
the
in
drip
and Doro's drip, you have Jordans on that are the shit.
yes.
Yeah.
The
Everyone-
drip in Doro is off the fucking charts.
Oh, dude, everyone has Jordans that are the shit. They're dirty, but they're lit.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
The drip
They
is
all
crazy.
have Jordan.
Yeah, the drip is crazy, and like his drip is like that he has on like one of those like I'm cold kind of fucking like hats. So it's like
Mhm.
okay, so it's like one of the brims, and it has like the cover of the
Yeah.
ears. Then he has an Oni mask. Like,
Okay.
it has Tinky mask.
Tinky,
Tinky mask.
yeah.
It has like a long nose.
Yeah.
I forgot his fucking name. That's gonna bother me all day. I'm gonna be pissed.
About?
The one of the main characters, like one of N's henchmen,
Yes.
like his long ass nose.
yes.
You know what I'm talking
Okay. I know who
Okay.
you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
So-
when I think of it, I think
Oh, that's
Dope.
Shin.
yes.
Okay, so Shin is a fucking
Shin's
goon.
dope. Shin's
So,
dope as
Gin,
fuck.
so his magical power is like he has a heart up for his head, and they're like it's completely covered. But like when he's around N, because he designed everyone, and he better fucking wear what he wants.
Yep.
It's like it's a complete hat, but if you flip it around, it has like that weird ass like, you don't have lips around his mouth,
Yeah.
but it just shows your teeth.
Yeah.
But like that's just the math. That's just the math, like in their actual fucking face. Like actual fucking face, Shin is handsome as fuck, right?
100%.
100%
fuck.
Handsome.
But
as
his
fuck,
mask is just like
a heart.
it's like an anatomically correct heart. dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's
Yes,
not like
yes,
a
yes.
it's not like a Valentine's Day heart where it's like
Yeah, yeah.
You
He
it's
actually
a
has like
fucking
an actual heart.
anatomically
It has like
correct heart.
like holes
It's-
in it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
something right now. If you weren't drunk, I could do an entire episode, 3 hours,
100%.
3 hours on a Doro. How good it is.
100%. I could talk about
Yes,
Doro
yes.
for fucking days on end.
All right.
Yes.
Well, let's get
No,
to.
to the entire
Yeah.
the goodness of it, because because Q that's her actual name. I don't know her
Mhm.
actual name, but it's Q. I would say Hasagawa because like that's it. That's the only one.
I think
H
that's
word.
wrong, but I
It's
I'm willing to
100%
support
wrong.
it.
100% wrong.
I'm willing to
But
support it.
the way that she writes characters. Oh, by the way, you do see everyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
You do see everyone naked.
So
you're
you don't
right.
see any dick. You see tits.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
do see
Okay.
some tits.
Like you see Nikaido and her. The point is that
you see Nikaido's tits. Right.
it's pretty fucking crazy. I'm just like, wow, main character.
Main character tits.
The
That's
ma-
unheard of. in
yeah,
shonen.
that's main
Yeah.
character, and also the other main character, Timon, is like 4 other people.
Yes, yes, he is. He that the reveal of what Kaiman actually is. I don't even know how to describe it.
Don't then.
It's
No.
mind-boggling.
You know what,
No.
dude? Okay, so that was
Don't spoil it for me.
we are an hour and 31 minutes in. I don't want to fucking sit here and like
We're an hour and 34 minutes in.
30
I
Holy
can literally
shit.
go. I can literally go 3 hours today. But
Oh,
anyways, I don't
100%.
want to do that. I don't want to do that, right? Because okay, I will announce one thing. We are actually going to switch up the format.
Yeah, we are switching the format up a little bit.
Yes.
So essentially, what we're going to be doing into the new year in our start of season 2 of the Filler Trash podcast is
Season 2.
we're going to be recording essentially kind of like 2 30-ish minute episodes together, where we're breaking up some of the like really big name manga and then some of the side manga that we want to talk about. And so we'll be talking about either like 4 to 5 manga in an episode. We're going to keep it kind of short, 30 to 40-ish minutes on average. for each of those, but we're gonna record at the same time. But then we're gonna upload them throughout the week.
We're
So
fucking around.
yeah, so we're
And
gonna.
you as the audience is gonna find out.
So essentially, the way it's gonna roll out is that we're gonna try and keep our usual schedule of uploading an episode about on Tuesday. As the person responsible for uploading, I'll try and keep that as best I can.
I is a blessing to this podcast.
And then we'll probably upload another episode around like Friday of the same week, which would be that second one. Just keep about 2 episodes a week or so, but they'll be a lot shorter, so maybe it'll be a little easier for people to watch.
You can obviously tell who is better at taking alcohol.
100%. You not only can you tell who is better at taking alcohol, you can tell who is better at running this podcast for us in general. Because
Really?
I'll be honest with you, it was me responsible for this podcast before Ty joined.
Yeah.
And I did a shit job. I as much as I'd love to praise myself, I am not great at
shut the fuck up,
actually
fucking strike
running
you.
this YouTube
Number one,
channel.
I'll strike you straight up in front of everybody.
Strike me right fucking now, you little bitch. You
Little.
Both you
exactly.
Hey,
Both
listen,
you
You don't have the fucking balls to strike
okay.
me right
It's okay.
now.
I'll do it in like
It's
5
okay.
seconds. All right,
Okay.
now listen. If it wasn't for Hugh, honestly, like my connection to Hugh saying he knew the thing,
You is a
it was
blessing
yeah, but he was a
on this
blessing. But
podcast.
also, if you are with us, if you are with us, I do appreciate it. It's all because of Ty, and thank you.
Ty is a blessing among this
So,
podcast
all right,
as
so
well.
I know we went down a fucking whole like door rabbit hole. Watch it, listen, read it, whatever. Honestly, I recommend read it because I feel like Mappa did give up on it, so it's gonna
read
no,
it.
now the dub and the sub is fantastic for the first season, and I go from there and then like just read it. It's fantastic. It's really
Read
good.
it.
Because like it the whole
It's
story
dope.
is very dope. It's very good. Because like that's one of the ones that's like made by a female, and I don't really know a whole lot of female manga.
I'll tell you, you know what the greatest manga ever created by a female is?
Before you say that, okay, so now we should transition. We did the worst. We did our saddest, and both of our saddest episodes were read. Right?
Yeah.
Because like it's one of those the things that, like,
And then
it
I
went
did my
to-
best.
yeah, it went to like a whole thing where it's like it was really good, and then like they went to a training arc, and unfortunately,
Jordan, you're gonna drag yourself back into
no,
Red
no,
Hood.
I'm not- I'm
I
not-
need
I'm
you
not.
to stop. You're sliding
No,
down again.
no, I'm really not. I'm
You're
really
sliding-
not.
Ty's roping us
You're
in.
sliding
No,
down again.
No,
Ty,
I'm
I
not. I
appreciate
promise
you keeping us in check.
No,
I want you to
I
know
promise you.
that.
I
Like,
promise you not. I
You're
promise you not.
a blessing on this
No,
podcast.
It really, he
keeping
really
us-
is. I 100%
keeping us
agree.
in check.
No, I promise you.
We're
Like
fucking degenerates, and we will fucking go on
Yeah.
about whatever.
no. Let me just say one thing, and so
Okay.
So like after like Red Hood came and unfortunately ended, which is very sad. I really did enjoy
What is it that came
Red
from
Hood.
it? Oh, Red Hood. Yeah,
Red Hood, yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'm saying Red Hood came and then, like, unfortunately he threw.
Yeah.
There's a an entire, I want to say it's a physical copy coming. I showed you.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a physical copy. I think
Yeah.
I hope it has the entire thing. I would recommend buying it because like
It's good.
I really do enjoy Red Hood.
I love Red Hood.
Red
that's why-
Hood.
That's what I'm so upset that it did the way that it did.
Yeah. Me and you both. Maybe him. Maybe you.
I haven't read it.
Okay. Well, maybe
You
you
reread
know what?
it?
You know what, dude? Hey!
Remember?
Before you say anything,
I plan to.
don't.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
If you plan to, I would recommend don't because you will feel pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will.
you will feel pain.
You feel pain on the level of Naruto
Okay.
talking to pain. Like
Yeah. Watashi wa Motsura. And like, anyways. You read that and you get the pain. Whatever. Anyways. Damn, you fucked me up.
You done? Are you done yet?
No, I'm not actually
I'm
done.
sorry.
I really want. So we went through that.
Yes.
We went through our
I have
worst.
a lot to
We
say.
went through the worst
and
and the
went through our
saddest. Yes.
So let's go through our happy. So what time is
So
it?
I said 1. It's 1:37.
Okay, 1 through 7.
So
You know
I
what?
said-
number 1. I'm gonna say it right now.
Yeah.
the number one anime that I absolutely love, without a doubt, and I will fight anyone to the death. To the death. Dan Dan is the best fucking anime
Dan
that has
is
ever come out.
100% agreed.
I 100%. Dan Dan is the best anime who's ever come out this entire year.
Dan is next level, okay?
Yeah.
Like, because realistically, like, I want to say, like, even as drunk as I am, I want to say One Piece is my number one for 2022.
I mean, I was gonna say One Piece.
One Piece has
the
been
Kaido fight and like the
absolutely
the
terrific.
beginning of the
No, no,
final
no, no, no.
arc.
Fucking the ending, the Gear 5th, all of that
No,
has been fucking.
shut the fuck up.
Shut
No.
the fuck up. Let
You
me
shut-
finish talking.
Dude, I'll fucking go with that.
So,
You're
so
so upset about
One
it.
Piece has been glorious this year. Like One Piece has
No.
really been like terrific this year. But I have to say that Dan, especially as like a new manga,
good?
I'm glad you choked on it too because it makes me feel less bad than the fact that I coughed and choked earlier.
Are you?
I
okay?
100% agree with you that I think.
really hit my average.
You okay? Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna give you a minute to recover before I continue.
That really fucked me up. Oh,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Rumplemans isn't a fucking joke, dude. It's
No, it's
fucking-
not even that. It's just like, I really just fucking coughed up.
I can see it on your chin and everything else. Like, fucking, it fucked you up. It's okay.
It hurt. No, like it really hurt.
It hurt, yes, 100%. It hurt. I feel you there, but so 100%, I agree with you that I think Dan is the manga of the year for me. Like, as much as I love One Piece, as much as I love everything that's happened in One Piece this year, which I have.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I have loved everything that's happened in One Piece this year. Like, beyond what I could even put into words. Dan has been that much better as a new series coming out. There has been non-stop. It's been non-stop fucking thrill ride ever since. Like, because let's be real, you introduced me to Dan because
I did.
Dan doesn't appear in the weekly Shonen Jump like app because it's rated mature. So it got blocked out of the weekly Shonen Jump app, which is really how I realized and learned about new manga.
Okay.
So you told me about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, like Jordan fucking tell me about day. Like I trust Jordan's opinion. Like Jordan and I usually kind of connect on what shonen we love, but like I put it off and then I started reading it and it blew my fucking mind. And I'll tell you the moment that blew my mind that connected me with
Can
David
I tell you?
is
See which one? Wait.
okay. Yeah, I want you to hear me.
I'll let you suck
call
on
it
my
out.
teeth if you let me. Suck
Yes,
dude.
that drew me in. I was fucking hooked. I'll let you suck on my teeth if you let me gobble on your fucking slob. That hooked me in.
That's what hooked me in.
Dan,
That's what hooked me in.
100%.
That's what hooked me in. Hey,
I couldn't.
damn, dude.
I was so fucking hooked. I was like, I don't care where this manga goes from this point on. If it's involving anything with Turbo Granny, I'm in.
She's so good. She's
She's so
literally the best
good.
character.
Let me gobble your schlong if I let you suckle my teeth. So good.
Sorry, guys. I took a sip of that and then like immediately like my gag reflex went. What? Nope. Actually, here's your seat. But also to your point, that was the reason why
Good.
That's the reason why I got into it.
100%. Like as soon
Because
as
I'm gonna be honest with you, because like you read like 2 more chapters and it's like, ooh, this is really I say
Good.
grapey. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a little grapey
yeah.
so good
for a second. It's a little
Yeah.
grapey.
but
It's
it's
a little
so good.
Like,
You know,
after
you
when you get past that point, yes, it is 1,000%.
The issue is that it happens almost immediately.
Yes, I agree.
There's no build up to where you're like, okay, this is a good one and I can overlook
Let me
that.
gobble your schlong.
It's immediate.
Let me gobble your schlong.
It's immediate with these high schoolers.
suckle my teeth, bro.
I'll let you suckle my teeth if you let me gobble your schlong.
And that's like
That hooked
and then,
me
hey,
in.
after that, It's like completely different anime,
Yeah,
manga.
I'm a degenerate,
Yeah.
so I love that.
Yeah.
It
I
hooked
fell
me
in
in
I
immediately.
after that, and then then she became an actual person.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would say
Turbo Granny
person.
has been
No,
great throughout the
I would
whole
say an
story.
actual person. I would say an actual like character with development because like they turn her into a lucky cat doll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turn her into a lucky cat doll, and then after that lucky cat doll, she realizes you actually see her. You actually see it in her face. Her facial expression is like, "Hey." When Momo looks down at her, and she's like, "You got a power?" And she's just like, "Oh shit." She starts running, and she's like, "No, come back here, bitch." You know what I'm saying? Like, she grabs her
Get back here. You
with
got
her
you
telekinetic
fucking
powers that
lucky.
she got from almost getting raped. I say grape.
Grape.
Yeah, I don't want to say the
I'm
actual
the
word.
rapist. Yeah, I mean, I get
Yeah,
it.
I already said
Because I take it
rapist.
you're taking that from the whitest kids you know, like the old skit about
Shout
the
out to-
rapist.
Shout out to fucking Wise Kids You Know, and it's like one of my favorite.
The rapist was a terrific sketch by them, so I'm
Hey,
100% on
my
board
favorite,
with
my
it.
favorite thing is fucking him being the truth behind Abraham Lincoln.
I really love with
Shut up, you string me, motherfucker.
I really love the episode where they're in the office and it's like the guy's just like doing the really like obnoxious jerk off motion, and he's just like, "What are you fucking doing? Like you don't actually come at the end of it. Like there's no cum shot." He's just like, "Oh."
Yeah.
He just keeps coming on
It's fucking
everyone.
hilarious. All right, now
Yeah, that's
let's keep
that's
up with
as
the
much as I
anime.
want to
Sorry,
say about it.
we're running out of time. I do apologize.
We're also fucked up.
Also,
Yeah,
can I shout out real quick, off topic, Ranger Renegade?
Who was that?
What is it?
Ranger Renegade.
What the fuck is Ranger?
That's the
Renegade,
one I told
Ty?
you about where it's like Super Sentai, but one of the villains infiltrates the Sentais because they're all fucking garbage.
Yeah,
It's getting an anime.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Ranger Renegade. Highly recommended to everybody. Essentially, literally, like one of the villains, who can shapeshifts into a human and joins one of the Ranger Academies because all the
Fuck
Rangers
yeah.
are absolute trash people who have been using the villains to stage shows to increase their popularity for the last like 20 years or so because they beat the villains
I love it.
first thing. They beat the villain leaders, and so they're using the shape-shifting minions to just like put on this like villain show. So the one who can shapeshift into humans infiltrates to try and kill all the Rangers.
Fuck yes. First of all, because I love Super Sentai and I love Power Rangers, like I am so into Power Rangers. Yes, and that just sounds fucking incredible.
Yeah,
before
it's
you say
getting an
anything,
anime.
Rest in peace, JDF, Jason Dave Frank. I love you so much.
RP,
I love you so much. Dude. I
RP,
wish-
man.
I consider it a fucking treasure that I have an autographed Green Ranger pop of you from you. Like, I truly rest in peace. You were like the hero of my childhood. I love Jason David Frank. Like, I can't tell you how attached I am to the Green Ranger.
I'm gonna mark that as one of the saddest. Like that was real sad
one
this
of
year.
the saddest moments of 2022.
Yeah,
is
that
him,
was real sad.
him dying. I love him.
No, that's
really
one of the
sad.
saddest things.
Yeah, you need to get off it anyway. Stop talking to that pussy.
Hey! I remember
Call him out.
2 fucking episodes ago. You motherfuckers were on your phone, so I don't want to hear shit.
What are you talking about?
I wait, dude.
Send that video.
Yeah, that
Show
video
me
you
where I
spit
was
up
on my phone
alcohol.
because
Yeah.
I don't believe
Okay,
you.
so we conquered the word. I feel like we all had a very we all hated, so we had the saddest.
Yeah.
So it's like
We've
it
been-
was in
we
fact
talking about the best
things,
right now.
No,
Yeah.
things that we hated. That's things that like mangas got canceled, and then
Yeah.
of course PDF. We are talking about the best, which is obviously it's not even a contest. If you feel like
One Piece.
no, Dan is not one of the best things that ever happened
Yes.
to manga, then you know what? Hey, message me personally. We can meet up. We can
Honestly,
have
if
coffee,
you have
and then we
different-
can fight after.
If you have
I
different
know.
opinions, if you got the best and the worst of 2022 that we haven't talked about, put them in the comments.
Yeah,
Look,
honestly,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, but the best for me is still One Piece because we got
One
Gear
Piece.
5th, we got
Yes.
Kaido's
Okay, so
defeat.
wait before you.
Luffy's a fucking Yonko now. Like,
Hey! Number one, let's back. Okay, so the best before we get into that, because we already know.
We already been there. We're already in
the
it.
best. We are in the best. Dan number one.
Yes.
Because I mean, me and you were talking a lot. What was your best?
Honestly,
Elrond the Moon.
I
Go
had
ahead.
I had two that were pretty up there for me. And I knew you guys might not talk about them, but I think at least Brian will agree that these were pretty good. So one, Sakamoto Days. Jordan's down.
He's broken the podcast control system.
Are you good?
Yeah,
I don't think you broke anything.
accidentally.
I'm glad someone is as drunk as I am.
Are we still good?
We're fine. Yeah.
Alright, good.
I would stop. Both of you stop touching that. Just
Yeah,
leave
you
it.
stop touching. Leave it.
Both of you quit.
He was
Hey.
coming in to fix it for us because he's a blessing.
I don't think anything's broken. I think he just moved it.
I fell.
He dropped the mouse.
I did not do that. I didn't do that.
It was already like that.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, so back to what we were talking about.
Yes.
Anyway, so one, Sakamoto Days.
Yes.
Hey,
Sakamoto Days has been
before we
great.
get into that, did Sakamoto come out this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
good.
did.
That
I think
100%
I think it did
fantastic
launch
one.
this year.
And
I
the
think
other
first
one,
ever
because
thing
it's
I-
not, it
actually
hasn't got
agree
that many
with that. I
chapters.
promise you, I did not do
And then
that.
the second one, Mashal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those
Mashal?
two, Mashal.
Yes.
Yeah. Those two have been so good. Like I love
Thank you,
Sakamoto
Joey, I
Days.
apologize.
Thank you, Hugh, for being the fucking blessed controller of this podcast.
But like
Without
Saka,
you, we would be a fucking shit show. Thank you. Truly, thank you.
but so Sakamoto Days, very very good.
That
Very
one
good.
is fucking
It puts a
incredible.
I love
nice
Sakamoto.
little spin on the genre, and then Mashal, and we finally got our boy back. We finally got our boy back.
Is that happening?
Yes,
It's
we
finally happened. We
Got
finally got our boy back.
back
Hey,
in the manga.
Can you tell from Mashal?
Dude, Mashal was so fucking good.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Mashal a little bit while Jordan tries not to fall over again. So he's finally back, and
You know what?
what a fucking entrance! What an entrance, my man!
Truly, I agree with you. And I
What a
honestly, I have to
fucking
say about
entrance.
Mashal that like, despite the fact that we went nearly a year without Mashal showing up in the
Yeah.
story, I loved all of the characters and character development that
It's
we
been
got
good.
in between.
It's been
Like,
good.
Like I was truly like I was on board with you. I was like, I really want Mashal back. Like, where the fuck is Mashal?
They
Like,
did a good job of keeping us entertained while he was gone.
yeah,
fleshing
out
other
these
people out.
characters, like the light,
Guy, yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
whatever the fuck they're called,
The wizard, the most
like
powerful sorcerer,
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah.
those guys, like he was fucking cool, and it was even more hype that the sword guy just beat him.
Yes.
I loved him, and I'm like, oh my god, like his light magic is so fucking cool. It's even cooler than this guy's. He's literally Toguro
Honestly-
from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Honestly, the point where he was like, "I'll just blind him," and then
Yeah.
he's been blind the whole fucking
Yeah.
time was great.
He's literally
It's
Toguro
so
from Yu Yu
yeah,
Hakusho.
So
Like
good.
he's literally like, all right, now I've got a worthy opponent. Let me show you 100% of my power. He's literally Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like,
He never got to 100.
like he's literally just 100. He's at 120% of his power now.
He went to 80.
Oh, he's at 80.
He went to 80.
But he's still like Toguro. He's
Yeah.
He's
He
very much
went,
Toguro, like,
he went to 80 when he beat the light guy, and then Mashal came in and stomped him.
yeah. Nashville came in. He's just like, oh, by the way, I have these cool ass fucking muscle techniques that make me even stronger than I've always been. I'm gonna fuck your shit
He
up.
just crushes him. It's so
I'm
good.
gonna push your shit in harder than you've ever experienced in your life.
But those two have
man.
a special place in my heart for 2022. I don't know if
100%.
they started in 2022. Sakamoto Days I think did. Mashal I don't think did. But
Nashville was a little bit older, I think.
but
it's been fucking terrific.
but
this
it's been
whole
terrific.
year.
This whole year has been so good. So it's one of my highlights.
You know what one of my highlights is?
Yeah, what's up?
And even though it got canceled, it's still one of my highlights. Is the fucking phone one.
Phone?
The phone.
Yes.
The smart
Yeah,
the
the
super
smart-
smartphone.
super smartphone. Yeah.
I honestly, even though it got canceled, I thought it was terrific. I thought it was interesting.
very
I thought It was
good.
fun. and it really like it just connected with me. And I was like,
I
this is
thought
fucking
as far
great.
as far as where they ended, I know they're gonna add a little bit more on the physical release, but where it ended, I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike. I think it did decent with what it had.
I think he realized that he was getting canceled,
And so he
instead
wrote
of like
decently.
instead of trying desperately
Yeah.
to cling on to his Shonen Jump place, he just was like, "This is the writing on the wall. Let me at least give my fans like a somewhat decent
like
ending."
satisfying.
Because like fucking like I mean like speaking of new series, like I wanna shout out as one of my favorite parts of 2022, Fabricant 100.
I need to read that one.
It's
you were talking about that one.
really just good. It's just fun shonen. Like it's not revolutionary. It's not fucking crazy. It's not off the rails. It's just fucking good old fashioned shonen.
Nice.
And I love good old fashioned shonen.
And what's one of your best?
Best all around.
Best
Okay,
best of
so
2022.
best of 2022.
It doesn't have to have started in 2022, but like it's kicking off in 2022, where like something hype has fucking happened. Like
Okay, so we've already cleared that.
it's okay.
I don't know like that. I'm sorry.
You already decided that Dan was.
And it ends up there. Talked about Dan. I'm gonna say let's not talk about One Piece because
No.
it's obvious.
Yes,
One Piece is
was
obvious,
terrific.
and we will be here another 4 fucking hours if we talk about
No,
One Piece. So
yes.
let's not.
I'll be honest.
We're not
with
bringing
you-
One Piece
I'll be
into
honest
it.
with
Yes.
you right now. I don't believe that One Piece did in fact kick a lot of ass in 2022
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
with the defeat of Kaido with Gear 5.
Yeah.
I think that
What's your other one?
not only Dan fucking completely surprised me.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
it did so good. But I feel like even though the lead up to the point that we are at, Jujutsu Kaisen, the last like 2
It's been
chapters
great.
have been absolutely fire.
The reveal that Kinjaku like gained a curse technique from Itadori's mom,
Yeah.
like
No.
absolutely
If you have not, if you haven't-
fucking bonkers.
Before you go deep, like before you even that, like the comedian character, was
yes,
fire. The lawyer,
yes,
fire.
he
The sumo
Higurashi,
The sumo wrestler,
And the
yes,
sword,
the
the sword
sword
the
guy.
guy.
fucking swordsman. He's got the dog in him.
dude.
He has
The
got
dog-
the dog in
the
him.
the levels of so many like characters inside of Jujutsu Kaisen. They're still like, even though they're like, hey, they'll be here for 5 chapters. I absolutely love these characters.
I have
Hey,
been attached to every character in
yeah, even the
Kaisen.
bad guys. What was his name?
Yes.
The guy who fought
Naya. You're talking about Naya the
No. The guy before him, the electrical guy
Oh,
with
you're
the
talking
fucking
about
hair
fucking-
buns.
yes.
dude,
What's his name?
the hair buns.
He's fucking terrific.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he's fucking stellar.
Yeah.
Absolutely stellar.
The guy and then the
Fucking God, yes.
the guy with the pink hair.
Yeah.
The guy that we were looking for,
Yeah.
who was part of the school at one point. He was like, "Fuck y'all," and then he left.
Yes.
That dude with the fucking whole like gamble thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
I was
Yeah.
so against it at first, and then when they like expanded on it, I was like, my God, he's one of my favorite fucking characters.
He
He's
literally
so
got
good.
shot in the head with fucking.
Yes.
He got shot
And
in
he
the head.
fucking reversed curse
He
technique.
reversed
fucking healed
curse
himself.
technique because of his
His
thing.
domain is just that
Yes.
fucking busted.
All right,
Yeah.
we've been talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I agree, but we always dip into Jujutsu Kaisen. Do you have any other ones
I don't
that you
know.
want to talk about?
We
Because
did say
I
that.
feel
Okay.
we're gonna wrap in about 4 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
I want to talk about real quick. I want to shout
Go
out Luna and Gleeka.
yes,
I think that
Luna
that
and
has
Gleeka is really
been
good.
really good so far. It's been really fun. The fucking whatever the fuck, like Ichimoji's Family Sand, something like
Yes.
that.
Undead
has
Unluck.
been- Undead Unluck has been fucking crazy good. So good.
Yeah, I actually do have one last thing I want to say.
Yep.
And this the shout out to all the people who are honestly who are like me, who this might be a little emotional, who are like me that fucking work their ass off at 10 to 12 days cleaning shit that they didn't want to do but they had a dream of something that they wanted to do, and that's my boy Kafka from fucking Kaiju number 8.
Yes.
He is one
Yes.
of the
Yes.
cleanest.
Yes.
Look, he didn't ask for the power that he wanted.
Yes.
Literally, Kaiju Fly came out of nowhere when he was recovering, when his fucking legs were literally blown to dust because he
Yes.
fucking was trying to just do his job clean, and a
Yes.
Yojo came out of nowhere,
Yes.
striked him, broke his
Yes.
fucking legs, and then
Yes.
when he was on his breastbed, now he's Kaiju number
Yes.
8.
Kaiju
He
number
is
8 is so good.
fucking
Yes.
He is a
Kafka is so
he is a
good.
Yes.
god, and I cannot wait
Yes.
to see what he and
Yes.
his fucking team brings
Yes.
to Japan when they fucking
Yes.
beat the shit out of Nine.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I can't say yes enough times to what you just fucking
Yeah.
said.
He
Yes to all of it.
he's literally
Yes.
He's literally the #1 character that I can actually relate with because I actually did clean up at a
Yes.
factory here known in Kentucky that they're monsters and they're fucking like their hardest
Yes.
fucking job ever. Like I had to clean up after these fucking pieces of shit. And you know who you
Yeah.
know where you are. You know who you are.
Yes.
You're not probably listening to this podcast, but in that's some final
Yes.
words. And I hope that everyone has a great 2023. I'm very looking
Okay.
forward
So
to Kaiju number 8.
Yes.
That's honestly my number
yes.
What's
one.
your
yes,
wrap-up, Brian?
Yes.
Give
My
me your wrap-up.
Yozakura Family Mission.
Yeah.
Fucking stellar.
Very good.
And also my other one, Roboko and Me. If you like gag manga, fucking read it. It's fucking hilarious. It's so fucking good. If you like more serious stuff, Yozakura Family Mission, Glinka Gluna or Link, whatever the fuck,
Luna and
Glinka
Ginka.
and Luna, whatever the fuck it's called, because it's fucking confusing. It's still so fucking good. And my last shout out is Undead Unluck. That's it
Yeah.
for me.
I got you. All right, everybody. So we're gonna wrap here. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the new year. We hope you liked this special episode. It's a little long, so if you hung out, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Hope you like the new
Appreciate
format.
you so much,
Yes, thank
We're
you.
coming into the new year. See y'all in 2023.
but also suck my dick.